and step-parents Byron Blanton and Regina Dunn. She is an active member of Student Council, Beta Club, and Eagle Bell Drill Team. Outside of school, Jahara enjoys hanging out with her family and friends and attending church and youth groups. She loves to babysit and do any activities with kids. After high school, Jahara would like to attend Baylor University to be a pediatrician and open her own clinic to help assist lower-income families. Jahara is escorted by Jonathan Foster, who is the son of Karen Lewis. Jonathan is a part of the varsity football team and plans to attend welding school after he graduates. Jahara would like to thank her mom, dad, and Jada Turner for always being the most supportive people in her life. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Jahara Dunn. Our next is sophomore duchess Kendall Reese Rose. Kendall is the daughter of Terry and Cassie Rose. At Rusk, Kendall is involved in cheerleading, volleyball, powerlifting, and track, and is a member of Student Council and Beta Club. Kendall's future plans include going to Texas A&M to become an orthodontist. She is escorted tonight by Grant Bayless. Grant is the son of Lori and Doug Bayless. Grant is a member of the varsity football team, and after high school, Grant plans to attend Texas A&M to become an electrical engineer. Kendall's father wants her to know how incredibly proud you are of the person you are becoming. Watching you navigate through life with such kindness, resilience, and determination fills our hearts with joy. Remember that no matter what challenges you face, you have the strength and courage to overcome them. Always believe in yourself and your abilities because you are capable of achieving amazing things. We are here for you, cheering you on every step of the way. Keep shining because the world is a brighter place with you in it. With love, Mom and Dad. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to the sophomore duchesses, Jahara Dunn and Kendall Reynolds. Next, we present the junior class duchesses. First, Vanessa Hunt. Vanessa is the daughter of Kimberly and Clifton Hunt. Vanessa is a member of the drill team and varsity track team. She's a cross-country manager as well. Vanessa is an active member of TAFE, National Honor Society, and is the secretary of the Student Council. When she's not at school, Vanessa loves public speaking, helping others, and going to church. Vanessa plans on going to college to earn a bachelor's degree in psychology to become a licensed counselor. Vanessa is escorted tonight by her brother, C.J. Hunt Jr. C.J. is currently on the JV football team and plans to play basketball as well. C.J. plans on playing college football education. She also plans to get her master's in counseling. She is escorted tonight by Nash Acker. Nash is the son of Nathan and Nikki Acker. Nash plans after high school or to attend college to pursue a career as a lineman. Ava would like to thank the class of 2025 as it has been an honor to represent you tonight. May God continue to bless our class as we enjoy this last year together and move on to the next chapter of life. Thank you, Ava. Our flying senior duchess is Claire Tipton. Claire is the daughter of Lee and Kobe Tipton. Claire is a state champion in powerlifting and is also a varsity volleyball and cheerleader. Outside of school, Claire enjoys working out and spending time with friends. Her future plans include attending SFA, where she will be majoring in dietetics and nutritional science. She plans on minoring in kinesiology to become an athletic nutritionist or strength and conditioning coach. Claire is escorted tonight by Kyle Hooper. Kyle is the son of Kalina Isaacs and Jordan Hooper. Kyle plans to attend Greenwood School in Tyler after graduation to become a mud engineer. Claire's parents want her to know how proud we are of you and how you inspire us and others every day. We look forward to seeing all the things that God has planned for you. Let your light shine through Him in everything you do. And always remember Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. We love you very much, Mama and Dad. Thank you, Troup. Congratulations to our senior duchesses, Elijah Clayton, Ava Kozlowski, and Claire Tipton. Assisting in the presentation tonight is homecoming princess Frankie Thurman. Frankie is the daughter of Catherine and Steve Thurman. Presenting the crown to this year's homecoming queen is our 2024 homecoming queen, Yasmin Ray. Yasmin is attending Tyler Junior College and majoring in radiology technology. She's also a part of the TJC cheerleading team. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to announce the Rusk High School homecoming queen of 2024 is Claire Tipton. Rusk ISD. Together, Rusk and Troup have gathered a total of 4,724 non-perishable food items
on you every play tonight. Okay? And come out and have fun. The gates are locked. Ain't nobody getting out now. They can't run. The gates are locked. Let's bring the fight to them, guys. Yes, sir. All right, brother. Let's pray.
And now, the Rusk High School Band, under the direction of Gary Blankenship, with our alma mater.
Good afternoon, everybody. Keith Whitman here from Jim Swink Field at Eagle Stadium in the campus of Rusk High School. And it is Friday night football here in East Texas, and I have Jason and intern Claire back with us.
Woohoo!
I know. And, of course, on one hand, I am excited that my daughter's back in town, and on the other hand, I'm excited intern Claire's back in town. And so it's going to be a good night. I got Jason to my left. Jason, how's it going, man?
Man, it's going good. Ready for some good high school football tonight.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be good. I got Rob Mullins up above us on camera tonight, so we're going to do a good job. And intern Claire, back from college right now for the weekend.
Yes, I am.
How are things going down south?
Classes are good. I mean, if we're talking football, Texas State's looking pretty good.
Are they? Are they winning some games?
We've won 2 out of 3. The last game we just lost by a field goal, man.
Oh man.
And by that field goal, they tried to put 1 more second on the clock, but it just didn't work for us.
Didn't work.
Didn't work.
I hear you. Well, we are here in Rusk, Texas, for the game between the Rusk Eagles and the visiting Troup Tigers, and it's a little bit crazy here in the booth. So NetSN is a little bit neutral in what we do. We aren't affiliated with any schools. However, I am surrounded. On the right of me, I have a Troup alumni and a Troup Tiger.
Class of 24, baby.
And on the left of me, I have an ARP fan and an ARP Tiger.
Class of 93.
Class of 93. And so I am neither. I'm not a Tiger. And so it's going to be crazy. Of course, ARP's not doing this, but the ARP Tigers and the Troup Tigers
7-mile
got
rivalry.
That's right, the 7-mile rivalry. And you got Troup here tonight against Rusk. But these two, hey, these two schools don't like each other with ARP and Troup next to me. So if you hear some fighting going on during the broadcast, pray for me.
Whatever it
I don't know
is,
what's
Jefferson started it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
but let's talk about what we have going on the field with Rusk and Troup. Real quick, in the standings in 3A, Region 3, District 11, it's Troup's district. They are currently sitting at a 1-2-0 season. And, of course, they're in the same district. Hadn't had any district play yet, of course, but they're in there with New Diana, ARP, Elkhart, West Rusk, Buffalo, and Winona. And Rusk with the same record, 1-2-0. And they're in there with Center, Athens, Carthage, Bullard, and Brownsboro. That is a tough district. They're in 4A, Region 2, District 8 up there. So we got a 3A against a 4A. Now, I have watched Rusk over the last few weeks play. They got beat by Kaufman. They won in week 2, and then last week in Dieball, they came back and they lost in the last 10 seconds of the ball game. Any word on Troup?
Troup is a very high-scoring offense. Speaking with the coach before the game, they tend to score a lot of points, and they seem to be able to score almost at will. Their problem so far this season has been their defense. They've kind of a porous defense that they've got to tidy up, and if they do that and continue to score the points they score all season, I think it's going to be an interesting game. 3A, 4A, doesn't matter.
Yeah, I agree. it's going to be a fantastic ball game, I believe, in the long run. Rusk has a little bit of trouble on their side with their offensive line. They haven't been able to stop them. Their quarterback has a little bit of time. Jermichael Stearns has a little bit of trouble holding the ball. The defense gets to him really quick, and so he's not able to sit back. He's got an arm on him, and he's able to throw the ball, but does he have the time? Does he have the ability to sit back and find the receivers? They've got the speed. Their defense gets better every week, and does Coach Sitton, has he worked with them well enough in the first 3 weeks to get them to this plot? Because we're not far until district, and that's when all the marbles come out, and that's when you have to start playing heads up and making the right decisions.
Yeah, and I think Stearns, it's a telling story. I mean, he's built like a running back. Unfortunately, he leads the team in rushing as the quarterback, so he's probably chased out of the pocket quite a bit. It's going to be up to that big offensive line to give him time to make those throws.
Yeah.
And if he does that, I think this is going to be a very exciting game.
Now, for those of you who don't know and haven't heard, are new to our broadcast, intern Claire is a little bit of a novice when it comes to bands.
Oh.
And so what I want to know, and what I'm going to talk to intern Claire about here, tell us about the bands. Now, intern Claire, what was your role in the Troup band when you were at Troup?
So I was our head drum major, which basically means I led our band, and for the past 3 years, I led our band to a state finalist spot. Last year, I got to march on Baylor's field twice because we made it to state finals, got fifth my sophomore and senior year. We've always been at a disadvantage because we've been a smaller band, but our sound and our actions make up for that.
Okay. Do you know anything, because she knows things about band, do you know anything about the Rusk band?
So the Rusk band, they are a fairly large band as of right now. I can see they have 6 sousaphones, which Troup's band only has 3, possibly 4 if somebody that I know is still on the band. But the Rusk band, they have a phenomenal sound. I love the way they perform. So as of Battle of the Bands right now, I'm thinking it's pretty close. Although, I mean, as my alma mater, we know who I'm rooting for.
Yeah,
but
that was going to be my next question. Because Claire picks teams 90% of the time based on the bands. So we're going to do the picks. Let's pick. Who are you picking to win tonight's game?
Tonight's game, for the bands, I think I would pick Rusk.
Okay.
I think I would pick Rusk to win based on the band. I truly believe that Troup's band is a full sounding band, but their football team is a young one. Mm-hmm. It is a young team, and so they've still got some kinks to work out in their offense and defense both. But as of right now, I would pick Rusk's football team to win this game. Jason,
what do you think? What is your pick for tonight and why?
I am going to go kind of against the grain. I'm going to go with Troup. I'm going to pick them based off of, they did have to replace a lot of players that graduated from last year, but warm up from what I saw, receiving core looks good. Quarterback was throwing dimes. So I'm just going to go against the grain a little bit and maybe pick the underdog, the 3A underdog.
How would you feel? How would your ARP Tigers feel with you picking Troup to win this game? I just want to know, man.
It has begun, y'all.
I just want to know.
Hey, if ARP was out here, I'm putting ARP by 20.
And then I'm going to go ahead. So we got one for Rusk, one for Troup. I got to be the tie. Here come the Troup Tigers right now onto the field. And so I'm going to have to be the tie buster one way or the other here. Not to say anything, but those 2 girls that flipped out, one of those is Miss Breyer. It is her birthday. Oh, well, happy birthday. Got to hype up Breyer today. There you go. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and pick Rusk to win. One, because I've seen them over the last couple of weeks. I've seen their growth since the beginning. They played Kaufman, a very tough Kaufman team, And then last week's game against Diboll, they were down. They were down the entire game. They came back from a 12-0. They were losing 12-0 going into the halftime, and then they came out and actually were leading going into the fourth quarter, and or they were leading at the top of the fourth quarter, led the entire fourth quarter, and then lost just right at the end with the final 10 seconds of the ball game. And they're hungry, guys, and I've watched them. So I think they're just right on that cusp of greatness, and I think they're going to be good. So I'm gonna pick Rusk. So it's intern Claire with Rusk, Jason with Troup, and myself with Rusk. And with that being said, we're going to go down to the field and go to, I think they're going to have the national anthem. So we're going to go for that, and then we'll be back after a commercial break after that and have the captains and the kickoff. So don't go anywhere. You're watching NetSN, brought to you by Brandy Garner, Texas Farm Bureau. We'll be right back.
Whatever it is you wrangle, whatever seeds you sow, or what you choose to grow, at Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, we're proud to protect all Texans.
Have you sustained a bone, joint, work, or sports injury? Problems with mobility or movement? Suffer with pain? Contact Azalea Orthopedics. Our specialists serve patients across East Texas. For proven, trusted medical care, you have a choice. Demand Azalea.
And we are back here at Eagle Stadium, Jim Swink Field, and the captains are coming out. Jason, go ahead and give me the captains for Troup, and I'll get the captains for Rusk.
Okay, the captains for Troup are number 55, Thor Keating, number 7, Lewis Daniels, number 0, Zach Burris, and one last one, I didn't quite make him out.
See if intern Claire can help you out.
Number 10, I think that might be Bryce Wallum.
Yeah, number 10 is Bryce Wallum.
I know that number.
And Rusk has their captains. It's going to be number 51, Josiah Gibbons, number 54, J.C. Carney, number 55, Jacob Lopez, and number 57, Trenton Gray. And so we're going to wait and see. There's the toss. I believe either that or he just dropped something. Nope. Troup won, and they deferred. Who called that?
That I will say Keith did call that earlier. We were taking bets.
I bet if Troup got it, they would defer, and I said, oh, Troup's going to call it. Troup's going to win the toss. They'll defer to the second half. So Rusk is going to have it, and they will get the ball to start the game off, and Troup will be on defense, which has not been very good from what I've heard this season. So we'll see how that goes. We've got a lot of good games around East Texas that we'll be watching. We'll try to bring you those scores throughout the night. And if you have it or if you don't, go ahead and go to our app and get the NetSN app and keep up with the scores, and also give us scores as the night goes on and make sure that we're keeping up. But to give you some of the games that are going on tonight, we have Paris out there in White House playing, Alto and Winona. Let's see, Wascom and Union Grove. One of our teams is over in Bullard playing and watching Carlisle and Brook Hill. That game has been on for a little bit. Carlisle winning 6-0 right now over Brook Hill. And Pleasant Grove, here's a big one, Jason. Pleasant Grove at Kilgore. And Kilgore coming off a huge loss last week against against Gilmer with a injury timeout, so to speak, quote unquote. One of their players had an injury with 5 seconds left in the ball game, no timeouts, and they had to do a 10-second run off. Lost the game. They were on like the 3-yard line, and they lost the game when they were there. They could have won it. They were down by 2. They ended up losing the game. So they're heartbroken there in Kilgore. They're hosting Pleasant Grove. Not a easy game to do there. So here we are, and it looks like number 10, Bryce Wallum, is going to be kicking off for Troup, and here we go. There's the kickoff. It's going to go into the end zone, but it's picked up. And it's going to be picked up by number 7, Arthur Hill. Hill is going to be hit about the 18-yard line. They're going to spot him right at the 18-yard line, and that's where Rusk will have the ball.
Yeah, and now we're going to see if this big offensive line for Rusk can control that defensive front for Troup. Troup, like I said, they've had some issues on defense, so let's see if they can turn that around and stop what we got.
So here we are. Jermichael Stearns in the backfield. He's going to take the snap. He's going to turn and throw. It is caught in a great run. And trying to see who actually caught the ball. Not really sure so far. It's still going.
Looks like number 8. It looks like.
And if it is, it's going to be Aiden Barnett. The entire Troup defense had to go take him down, but it's a first down for Rusk on their very first play of the game.
Yeah, Hayden Hummel hit him pretty quick after about a 4-yard gain. Hayden Hummel hit him, but he just kept his legs moving.
And I think that was Trent Byers that got him.
Oh, my.
Stearns back. He makes the throw, and it's caught. That's going to be Tumblin. Tumblin's down to the 40, gets to the 30. He's trying to get past somebody out of the 20, and he's shoved out of bounds by Wallen. Wallum takes him out of bounds, saves the touchdown. And Rusk on the move. They were at the 18-yard line in their own territory, and now deep into Tiger territory, just on 2 plays on the 19-yard line. 1st and 10. Stearns takes it, runs up the middle, following Van Dorian Horn, and gets about 2 yards on the play. Could have had a little bit more, but it looked like number 12, Jackson Waller, came in there from the linebacker position and took him down. 2nd down and 9. Stearns, handoff. Go to the outside is the runner. That's going to be number 18, Drew Lane. He's their main running back. He goes out of bounds at about the 13-yard line.
And I'm wondering if this isn't by design. I mean, Russ came out throwing the first couple of plays, and now they're running the ball up the middle, trying to get to the outside at this point.
And yeah, Lane has that speed. He was taken out of bounds by Logan Chambers, number 18 or number 80. Man in motion. Handoff again, and it's going to be a reverse handoff to number 8. And that's Aiden Barnett, who goes up the middle. Nobody touches him in the end zone. Touchdown, Rusk. And that's an Eagles touchdown.
was a pretty impressive drive, less than 2 minutes, and they just ran it straight down the field for 82 yards.
And that's a different Rusk team that I've seen, and it looks like Coach Sitton just had it that first drive, and they always good coaches do, but he had that first drive set up to a tee. Carlos Gallen with the extra point. It's up, and it's good. So just like that, with 10:02 left in the first quarter, your Rusk Eagles are up 7-0. We'll be right back.
Family Circle of Care is a network of 6 community-based health centers providing affordable health care services to East Texas families. With 4 locations in Tyler, we offer family medicine, pediatrics, OBGYN services, internal medicine, and counseling. Our Jacksonville Health Center brings family medicine, pediatrics, and women's health services to the tomato capital of the world. And we serve our Henderson County neighbors at our Athens Health Center, offering family medicine, pediatrics, and women's health services. With a commitment to meet the needs of the communities we serve, we look forward to working with you as partners in care and are here for you and your family every step of the way. We accept private insurance, Medicaid, Medicare, CHIP, and offer a sliding fee discount for insured and uninsured patients. We serve everyone regardless of ability to pay. As CEO, I welcome you to Family Circle of Care, where compassion, quality, and healthcare come full circle.
And we are back. Rusk on the kickoff, and they're going to kick a little kick to the left side of the field. Fair catch called for by Jackson Waller. And Rusk going to have their first offensive drive. Going to be about the 27-yard line. Jason, what do you think about that first drive for Rusk?
Oh, it was impressive. Like I said, I think they opened up the field, started off with the pass, and then once they got down to about that 20, they just started trying to pound the ball, and it really opened up a lot of holes.
Looks like they knew exactly what they were going to do. First and 10 for the Tigers, and a quarterback sneak up the middle, a good 5 or 6 yards, and he's driven backwards, but forward progress. Looks like he tried to get out. He only got 2 yards. He ran 7, but only got 2 yards to gain.
Yeah, that's something that you see more in these small schools. A lot of times you won't see a school of a larger size put a quarterback at risk like that.
And that's Bryce Wallum, the quarterback. There's the snap, handoff up the middle, and that's going to be Brett Wells, and he takes it to the left-hand side and gets a first down right at the line to gain. And the Tigers treating the Eagles in kind with two plays and a first down. And the clock's still running, 9:18 left in the first quarter.
Yeah, I think Troup is going to try to make the defensive ends commit. If they can get around the edge and get into that secondary, I think it's going to be a very offensive game tonight.
There's the snap, handoff up the middle, and around the corner. I believe is that Skillern? No, that was number 11. Sorry, Brett Wells again, and he gains about 6 on the play. So it's going to be 2nd down and 4, and an no-huddle offense for the Tigers. So they're going to be a little bit of a hurry up. And I had I have to laugh a little bit. It looks like they're doing the chicken wing play over there on Troup because they flapping. It's an intern Claire joke, but man in motion. That's going to be Zach Burris in motion as Wallum takes the ball around the right tackle, and he gets freeze down to the 30, and he's hit out of bounds at the 28-yard line. And Adrian Tumblin, and he causes. Was that Wallum on the carry, or was that Zach Burris on the carry?
That was Wallum.
Wallum on the keeper? That's what I thought, but I saw Burris running like he
I think
stole something, and he took it off the field there. I thought he was the one who was running, but he got it.
Yeah, I think he had an option play on that to Burham, but he kept it, turned it in, and then ended up with a blocker outside for a little while.
That was a great play by the Tigers. They're deep in Eagles territory, and Wallum takes it back. 2-step drop throw to the side, and a good catch. It is complete. Did you see who completed that pass, Jason?
Looked like that was to number 4, Josh Childress.
That wasn't bad. Aiden Lowe was the outside linebacker with the stop. I believe that was Aiden Lowe. Either that or Hunter Moore. I believe it was Aiden Lowe. Nope, that was Hunter Moore. Excuse me. It's hard to see. They've got those. I hate it when they tuck their jerseys up underneath the shoulder pads because you can't really see very well. But that's going to be Aiden Hunter Moore with the stop. Second down and around 5. Handoff up the middle. That's going to be to Wells. Wells bounces out to the outside. Only gains maybe a yard, if anything. He ran more yards side to side than he did forward, and he gained only a yard. So that'll be 3rd down and 4. With 7:05 left. Sorry about that, Jason.
No, you're fine. Rusk, the linebacker stayed home at that point and just made him run a lot more to the sides than he wanted to. So.
Well, and that's what you need to do as a defensive lineman. And the linebacker fill that hole, pushed him out. Wallem on the keeper, pulls it up in the middle, does a great job, bounces outside, he gets hit, and the ball's loose. And it's taken, I believe Rusk does have it at the 2-yard line, and yes, they do. And Wallem coughed that up at around the 10, and he got like he threw a pass, but he didn't. And so they're going to give it to Rusk at about the 3-yard line. And we got a change of possession back to Rusk.
Yeah, Wallem wanted to do so much with that, and I think he tried to do just a little too much. Had a great run, set yourself up, scoring position. And you can't fault the kid for trying.
Not at all. He was carrying that ball very well. It's just a little too soft. And I couldn't tell. And I believe it was Hunter Moore also coming about behind him who knocked that ball loose. So 6:40 left. Stearns and the Eagles deep in their own end zone. And he's going to hand off to Lane. Lane gets a wide open. Lane himself gets to the 30, to the 40. And he's about midfield into Rusk territory. And first down and a little bit more. Taken down by Jackson Waller.
Not much you can say about that play. I mean, I thought they had him almost in the end zone.
Drew Lane's got that speed, but a great job. I'll give it to him. Great job by the Troup defense to take those pursuit angles and get to him and keep him from getting a touchdown. But once again, Rusk just taking advantage and getting out there. It's going to be second down. 2-step drop by Stearns. Stearns, a little bit too far. It's going to be intercepted. And it is taken down. That's Hayden Hummel with the interception. And he tries to get away. And his forward progress, or really backward progress, is going to take him to a 2-yard line. He caught it at about the 10. And he's hit. Intended receiver was Adrian Tumblin. And Stearns just led him a little bit too far. So that's 2 turnovers within a minute, within what, 30 seconds, Jason?
Yeah, it was about 30 seconds. And, I mean, it's like 2 really great punts. Both of them pinned inside the 5, and they've got a lot of work to do to get out of it. I really expected a little more out of that Rusk play just because Troup is loading up the inside of the box right now. But he just put a little too much on that for his receiver and not enough for the defensive back.
You know, I understand celebration, but I don't understand the slapping on the back of the helmet. It is full on smacking the back of the helmet.
It's a tradition pastime passed down from father to son. That goes handoff up the middle, and that's going to be Brett Wells. Wells going to get out of bounds right at about the line to gain, and I believe he did get it. It's a first down for Troup. So one play, about an 11-yard gain by number 11, Brett Wells.
And to go back to the helmet slap, that is a term of endearment.
It's like the slap on the behind.
If somebody slapped me in the back of the head, they're getting punched.
You really can't feel it. I mean, that's the thing, though. You really can't. The only thing you feel is just the kind of the jarring of the head, and that's about it.
Yeah, that's the term of endearment.
Yeah.
Now, if a coach is mad at you, he'll hit you with his
whistle. That hurts.
That hurts.
The whistle on the back of the head, that hurt. You know you did something wrong. First down and 10.
Boing.
Handoff. Wells tries to go around the end, and that didn't work out. As number 14, Xavier Reggie, was there to say hello. How are you? Sit down.
Yeah, he started with a low snap, and the handoff was a little delayed, but that allowed 14 to get in there and just really tear that play apart.
And that's something that Rusk needs to do, because right now Troup is doing a great job getting outside the tackle offensively, their offensive line is just breaking down that defensive front and closing off those ends to allow their running backs and even the quarterback at times to come around that tackle. Here it is, a throw to the outside, and that's going to be caught, and not really sure who it was.
Number 2.
And that's going to be Hayden Hummel.
Yeah, and right now that seems to be working pretty well for Troup. Those quick outside passes, get outside, get one-on-one with these defensive backs, and try to make something happen.
Well, you've got great speed in Barnett and Hill and Tumblin in the backfield. And I believe you got Byers back there, too, for Rusk. So it's going to be – the long ball is going to be bad. Good job by Rusk there to break it in and bring Wells to force him to the inside. He wanted to go to the outside. He still gains a good 8 yards on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and 2. So Troup moving the ball. It's going to be 4:16 left in the first quarter, moving right along here. If you are watching, go ahead and chat with us. Mr. English, welcome back. We have you all the time. We got a flag on the play. And it's in the vicinity and time of either illegal procedure or false start. I'm guessing a false start. Yeah, false start on Troup. That's going to back him up.
You know, I will say I'm going to have a hard time for a little while. I see the number 4 for Troup, and I keep wanting to say Grayson Heron, but we're not at McMurray, so
Yeah.
I miss Grayson.
great kid, great ball player, all the way around.
Grayson, Ty, Bailey, all of them down at McMurray.
I don't know if they have some kind of little saying like UT swoop swoop and all that, but
So you go 2nd down and 2 to 2nd down and 8. That's going to be a good
For Brett
run.
Wells.
And Wells past midfield to the 40s, down to the 30, out of bounds at about the 28-yard line. Finally taken down by Arthur Hill. Ran down, mind you. And that was a touchdown save, but he kind of popped in and then popped back out. And it was a little bit of an overrun by the defensive lineman. That was the defensive end that over pursued on the line there. And that's what you have to be careful with when you're trying to close up. And if you over pursue, you leave that backfield wide open. Another handoff to Wells, and this time that didn't work. As number 44, I believe is who it is. Number 44, who's that? Carter Holland. Does a good job of keeping that middle and kicking him back to the outside. So Colton Anderson can make that stop.
yeah, and Bryce Wallum, I mean, it looks like he's got full control over whether he hands or if he takes it himself. He's a great athlete. I think on that one he might like to have had it back. I think he saw some green after he had already handed it off. But, you know, hey, as long as they keep doing what they're doing, keep that defensive line guessing.
Running that option, yeah, they do that option pretty well. Man in motion, and that one's going to be Chambers in motion. It's a handoff to Wells, and he gets hit in the backfield and does get up to the line of scrimmage, so no gain on the play. And I think that's going to bring up 4th down or 3rd down?
3rd down.
That's going to bring up 3rd down, yeah.
I think they should have probably went with a pass to the outside, a little short pass to the outside, see what they could do on that one so they could set themselves up a little better for 3rd. Now they're almost committed to the pass. So those big defensive linemen are liable to put their ears back and just come straight at him.
Wallum in the backfield, Wells to his left, takes the ball, sprints out to his left, pulls up, throws, and has an open receiver in Hayden Hummel. And they're going to say he caught it, but it's not going to be far enough for the 1st down, so it's going to be 4th and 1. He catches it right in front of the line to gain, but he goes out of bounds, so it's going to be 4th down for the Tigers with 2:22 left in just the first quarter here in Rusk.
And I think he's kicking himself. I think he thought he was at the line of gain, but he was just about half a yard short.
Well, and he wanted to catch that ball, so he's concentrating on that. Wallum in the backfield. Wells to his right this time. Takes the snap, carries it himself, and gets stuffed at the line of scrimmage. And I don't think he made it, Jason. I do not think he got it, as number 20, Dayton Peary, was there.
Yeah, 20 was there along with 7, Arthur Hill. The safety came in and just between 20 and 7, he was not going much further. I don't think he got it myself.
And they're going to look at it, and it is going to be a change of possession, maybe? Or are they going to measure it? I think they're going to measure it. They're going to have an NFL-style measurement. No, they're going to give it to Rusk. So it's going to be a change of possession. So with that, a great defensive stand. And I'm sure Mr. Perry English is going to love hearing that about his Rusk team. And everybody that is watching, we appreciate you watching. Go ahead and chat with us. I get to see you chat, and I'll chat back with you. Tell us where you're watching from. Tell us who you're rooting for. And we appreciate you watching. And go ahead and hit like and subscribe so you won't miss a minute of East Texas sports action on NetSN. So 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line for Rusk. Man in motion. Stearns takes it, hands off to Lane. Lane tries to get out of the outside, but he gets stuffed. I don't see who initially hit him, but James Pierce comes in with a fierce hit. After he gets stood up at the line of scrimmage, I'm trying to think. I think it was number 18. That's Billy Borja.
Yeah, 59.
Stood him up.
59 was in there also. What is that? Mr. Flood. He was in there and got some good contact as well.
1:38 left in the first quarter. Stearns hand off the Lane again. Lane to the outside. He's going to be, that wasn't Lane, but we have a face mask, I'm betting, as
Flag
Van
on the
Dorian
play.
Horn. There's a little laundry on the field. And I believe that's going to be a personal foul against Troup as he grabbed a lot of face masks there.
Yeah, and those type of penalties, you had a good stop the play before. You just can't have those.
Waiting on the official to make the call.
I heard a new one. Put some mustard on the lettuce.
Oh.
Mustard on the lettuce.
I heard there's so much laundry on the field, you're going to have to go buy some Tide.
All right.
Taking mine to a little bit too far, but I thought it was funny.
Unfortunately, I use Gain. I do not use Tide.
Actually, we had a call of holding on the offense.
Really?
It was declined.
So the penalty was declined. So it'll end up being 3rd down and 12. I can't believe they missed that face mask because he held on to that like it was a candy bar or something. I don't know what was going on there. Stearns has it. Be 3rd down and long, man in motion, and that's a penalty on that. That's going to be back him up again. 5 more yards per.
Yeah, number 12, he just got a little antsy.
Yeah, he did. That's Braden Taylor.
Yeah, and Braden, and you could tell he was frustrated. He didn't mean to do that. And
well, he saw Hill in motion. I think he was just getting a little excitable.
Yeah.
1:20 left in the first quarter. Now Hill back in motion. Twins to the left. Stearns back. Man in his face. It's tipped at the line of scrimmage. That one's going to be 59. And that's going to be Sean Flood with the tip. So 4th down is going to come for the Eagles. Not what they wanted after that big defensive stand.
Not at all, and they're going to give Troup really good field position.
Yeah, Carlos Galen's going to come out and get the punt team. And we have 2 deep. I can't see their numbers. Can you tell who that is, Jason?
Yeah, number 10 out there, of course. We all know him, Bryce Wallum.
Right.
He's the deep man.
Here's the punt. That's going to be number 2, Hayden Hummel. And that one's going to take a good Tiger bounce backwards towards the end zone. So the Tigers will take it at about the 31-yard line. That's where they'll have it, 1st down and 10. We'll be right back.
Whatever it is you wrangle, whatever seeds you sow, or what you choose to grow, at Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, we're proud to protect all Texans.
And we're back. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. And there's the handoff. That's going to be to Wells. Up the middle. Takes 2 or 3 Rusk Eagles with him. That was Brett Wells. Colton Anderson in on the stop. And I believe number 56 was with him. Is that David Rangel Ramos? He was with him. 38 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's handoff. Back to Wells. He takes it to the outside. Chased down, however, by Dayton Peary.
Yeah, Peary had a great play on that ball.
Yeah. He was behind the line of scrimmage. He had to take a little pursuit angle to get him, but he finally brought him down. But it was a good gain, however, by Wells. He gained about 4 on the play. So it'll be third down and 4, looks like.
Yeah, I think they should just do a quick drop pass out to the left side on this one.
Well, that was going to be the last play of the quarter, but I agree, yes.
You've got it wide open over there at this point. They're playing off them by 10 yards.
Yeah. So we're through one and started out really well. Rusk got off on their first drive and got us a touchdown, but we're stalled after that. 7-0. Rusk leads after 1. We'll be right back. You're watching NetSN. Don't go anywhere.
Family Circle of Care is a network of 6 community-based health centers providing affordable health care services to East Texas families. With 4 locations in Tyler, we offer family medicine, pediatrics, OBGYN services, internal medicine, and counseling. Our Jacksonville Health Center brings family medicine, pediatrics, and women's health services to the tomato capital of the world. And we serve our Henderson County neighbors at our Athens Health Center, offering family medicine, pediatrics, and women's health services. With a commitment to meet the needs of the communities we serve, we look forward to working with you as partners in care and are here for you and your family every step of the way. We accept private insurance, Medicaid, Medicare, CHIP, and offer a sliding fee discount for insured and uninsured patients. We serve everyone regardless of ability to pay. As CEO, I welcome you to Family Circle of Care, where compassion, quality, and healthcare come full circle.
And we are back at Eagles Stadium. We're going to give you some score updates here shortly, but it's going to be 3rd down and 4. Here's a handoff to Wells. Wells bounces out to the right-hand side and kind of gets knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets a first down for the Tigers.
Yeah, maybe they were listening to the broadcast, and everybody else was thinking they were going to make that little throw to the left too, so they just run it to the right. That's what I'd have done.
Right.
I would have led the band.
Well, of course. 1st down and 10 for the Tigers. They're trying to get their first score of the ball game here. And handoff once again to Wells, and he kind of sidesteps a tackle and got some extracurricular going on behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you got to be real careful with that, with those strap shirts right there.
Almost, well, not almost. Got a good 5-yard gain by Wells there for the Tigers. We got a score down over in Brook Hill as Brook Hill leads Carlisle 21-6. Carlisle having a struggle of a year, but they're a young team as well. We're looking forward to seeing how well that goes over the next few years. We're going to have a timeout, looks like, and waiting to see who it's going to be on. It's going to be a timeout for Troup, and we'll take a timeout with them. You're watching NetSN, brought to you by Brandy Garner, Texas Farm Bureau. We'll be right back.
Whatever it is you wrangle, whatever seeds you sow, or what you choose to grow, at Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, we're proud to protect all Texans.
Have you sustained a bone, joint, work, or sports injury? Problems with mobility or movement? Suffer with pain? Contact Azalea Orthopedics. Our specialists serve patients across East Texas. For proven, trusted medical care, you have a choice. Demand Azalea.
All right, we're back from the timeout. And a run to the outside. Is that Wallem with the ball? Yep, Wallem kept it, went to the outside on the right-hand side of the tackle, gets the first down, or right at it. Yep, going to give him a first down. So that's going to put him in within range. So it's going to be first and goal from the 9-yard line. And Troup knocking on the door. Okay,
I'm sorry.
Intern Claire's back, everybody.
Yeah,
I know you miss me.
I did. Every day.
and this will be they're just pounding the ball right now. So
well, they're trying to tire out that defense. It's going to be a handoff to Wells. Wells bouncing around, doing a good job to find a hole, and he's still on his feet. Gets down to about the 4-yard line. That's where they're going to put it. And a great 5-yard gain.
yeah, they're setting themselves up for the entire game at this point. If they can continue to pound the ball, they're going to eventually start working that outside pass again, and it may come open when they need it the most.
Yeah, you got to be careful if you're Rusk, so you don't play the play action, because that's what they're going to go to next. Because Wallem can do it. He's got that speed. There's the handoff to Wells. Wells tries to get past as the blitz kind of over pursues. They show blitz and bring a little bit of one. And David Ringel Ramos comes in. He over pursues inside and gets trapped by number 72,
Yeah.
J.W. Baccarat.
I expect Rusk to stack the box at this point because they're running right up the middle on them, and they've got half a yard to go for the touchdown.
But this is the perfect time for Wallem to fake the handoff and come to the outside, but they're not going to do it. Wells is going to try, and in for a touchdown is the Tigers and Brett Wells. Touchdown, Tigers.
Yeah, anytime you stack the middle of the box, of course, Wells just bounces straight outside.
And he does, and he's got a pretty good move there. He starts going up the middle, and then he just stops and jumps.
Yeah.
It's like a little bit of an armadillo jump.
I'm impressed with his balance. I mean, he's taking contact early, but he's maintaining his balance, and he's really.
Does Wallem not do? Does he do everything? Is he like a Swiss Army guy?
He does everything.
The kick is up, and I think he missed it.
No, it's good.
No, it's good. So the score is tied, and Wallem is just going to end up playing every single position for the night, because I don't think I've seen him not on the field this entire game. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back. You're watching NetSN. Jason, what did you hear that was going to happen?
Yeah, I heard with Wallem's doing a little bit of everything. I did hear second half he's going to be manning the camera for NetSN at this point.
Okay, so yeah, he's multi-purpose.
Multi-purpose, and I'm sure he'll still lead the offense down the field from the top of the press box.
Night. Now he's going out there to kick off. I mean, does he sleep? Does he just?
I mean, eat, sleep, breathe football.
Oh yeah.
Until baseball.
Does he play
and
baseball
camera work
as well?
Yeah,
and track.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
Swiss
he's
Army
anchor
Troop
leg
Tiger
on their 4x4.
Swiss Army Troop Tiger. Here we go. We're tied at 7. 9:39 left in the first half. Good ball game here in Rusk, Texas.
You got Tumlin and Hill deep for Rusk.
And he has a leg, so it's going to go over their heads into the end zone. That's where it went the first time. And I think this time Arthur Hill decided not to go back and get it because he ended up in the end zone the last time. So Rusk will take it.
And so now this
at the 25. Go ahead.
This possession is going to determine a lot. I really think Rusk needs to make a statement. Whoever wins this possession, I really think has momentum. And then, of course, going in halftime, momentum's everything.
And I agree. Van up 7-0 over Sunnyvale. I'm going to give you some score updates here if they're in. See if I can find some more here. But it's not going to matter. We got a little game of our own. Stearns in the backfield, going to hand it off to Lane. Lane going to go straight up the middle. Nobody touched him for about 7 yards. And he's going to get a 9-yard gain as he's brought down. And I believe he was brought down by number 20. That's going to be James Pierce. And second down and 1.
You know, Stearns may be a little gun-shy on the pass, but I think you kind of try something on this play.
Man in motion, hand off, or excuse me, that was a little toss over. That's going to be Barnett. Barnett gets the first down and a little bit more.
I don't see why the flag wasn't thrown on that one, just to be honest. That, to me, looked like the second face mask that was missed, but...
Yeah, and the referees were kind of talking a little bit.
And I think the coach is talking to him as well at this point.
Yeah, he's probably asking the same thing. Why are my guys getting manhandled a little bit and nothing's getting called? Something was called. Illegal procedure called on Rusk. I didn't see a flag. Is this one of the invisible flags that they have now? What's going on? I didn't see one. I didn't even see him pick one up.
I never saw a flag.
Okay, well, I guess they just decide later, oh, I meant to throw a flag. So second down and 8. Hand off to Lane. Oh, and the ball's on the ground. And
recovered.
Of course, I wonder who picked
him.
that one up. Of course he did. Because that's what he does.
Because he does everything.
That's going to be picked up by Troup. Bryce Wallum gets the fumble recovery. That's the third turnover of the game. Second turnover by Rusk.
Yeah,
and
just running up the middle, you have to protect that ball better. You know you're going to get hit from both sides, so it should be tucked firmly at that point.
Right. And I don't know. I don't think he was hit from behind. I think he just lost that one just outright.
Yeah, next thing you know, you just saw it squirting out. So
8:44 left in the first half. And why? Okay, am I wrong? Why does it say 7-6 on the scoreboard? It's 7-7, right?
It is 7-7.
Okay.
It is 7-7.
All right, I was just making sure. That's going to be a catch.
That kick was good. Bryce's kick was good.
Okay. I just want to make sure I'm right.
I'm telling you, man, I saw the refs with the arms. I saw it.
I will back you up on that.
Well, I'm surprised that Troup hadn't said anything yet to the referees to change it.
Coach Wells is waiting.
So that was a first down catch. Sorry about that, guys. It just kind of threw me off for a minute. First down and 10 from the 25-yard line for Troup. And Wallum is going to hand off to that was a big hit by Zamarian Tilley. And Zamarian stood there like a wall and said, "You're not going anywhere."
Yeah, he had that Matumbo.
No.
Straight at
We just showed our age on that one, by the way.
Yes, you did.
Oh, man, that was a great play. And really, I think Wells tried to stop and move, and he just didn't. Now, he did there that time, but he got hit from behind. And I believe that was actually Colton Anderson coming from the backfield. He pursued, and he did a good job. He did something, and I've been watching this, and see if you've been noticing. I've been watching them. They have a guy keying on Wallum, and that actually was Anderson. So Anderson came across, waited to verify that Wells had the ball, but he still keyed on Wallum. And when he realized Wallum didn't have the ball, he then ran from behind and tackled Wells. So he did a good job there. Now Wallum has the ball. They walled him off, but that doesn't matter. He got away, and the pass is incomplete. A good diving attempt by number 2, Hayden Hummel.
Yeah, and Wallum scrambled out of trouble right there. The previous play, talking about the player that's basically shadowing him. That's the smart play.
Yeah, and I'm going to give credit a little bit to Carter Holland. Holland saw, so when you're a defensive end, and I played defensive end, when you're a defensive end and that tackle takes that step to the side, you know they're trying to close you off. So what he did is he followed him. He took that step too, and you could watch him because they were going all the way to the sidelines, and that walled off Wallum. Wallum takes it again, throws it, and incomplete pass. Great defense. That's going to be by number 8, Aiden Barnett, as he knocks that away.
Yeah, Childress was open. He just had a little too much. There was a little too much air under that ball. I mean,
that was a 4th down play, Jason.
Yeah.
So it's a turnover on downs.
Yeah, Wallum was trying to maintain his balance, and he saw Childress open, but he just couldn't get enough zip on the ball. He floated a little too much and allowed that defensive back to get to him.
So it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Eagles. It's going to be in their own 25-yard line. 6:49 left in the first half. And we got a good one here in Rusk. Troup and Rusk tie. That's going to be a pass out to number 7, Arthur Hill, and he's taken down after a gain of 9. And that's going to be a couple of Troup Tigers that took him down. I think it's going to be Lewis Daniels and James Pierce combined to bring him down. 6:38 and counting. 1st down. Stearns in the backfield, Lane to his left. Almost drew him off sides and didn't happen. And that's actually not Stearns, or excuse me, that's not Lane to his left. That's Kyle Hooper. Hooper's their tough fullback type running back, Jason.
Yeah, and I have a feeling they're going to air it out a little more. So
he's going to toss it to Hill. Over pursuit, but almost bad. But a great job by number 8, Luke Skillern.
Yeah,
to come in behind and get him in the backfield. Loss of 2 on the play.
I think in the backfield, I think it developed just a little too slow. They had Hooper in there. I was thinking pass, as Hooper's in there for pass protection, but he was supposed to be that lead blocker.
Yeah.
And he just got around the end before we ever got the play developed.
Yeah, it didn't develop the way it was supposed to. But I guarantee you they're gonna try to pass now. You got Hooper to his left. Tilley in motion. Now you got Barnett in motion. Here's a pass to the outside and a flag on the play. That's going to be illegal procedure. False start, actually, probably on the Eagles. That'll back him up even more.
Yeah, I was wondering how he was so wide
Dead ball
open.
foul, yeah.
I think both coaches can look at this game so far and actually be a little happy with their defense, because they both have said that was kind of a trouble spot for them.
Yeah, it's definitely a defensive play. And honestly, I can say that, but actually the offenses have played fantastic. They both just run the ball very well, but they've had the turnovers.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess the defenses are tightening up when they want to, or the offense is just miscuing. It's just a combination.
Man in motion, Stearns ready. They're in another false start. That's going to back them up again, and they're getting themselves in this.
Yeah, we went from 2nd down and 8, I believe.
Well, we know their flags work.
Oh, they definitely work.
They don't call face masks, but they will call that.
Yeah, and that's just the 2nd or 3rd time that we've seen Russ get pretty antsy on offense.
So we're looking at 2nd down and a long way to go for the Eagles. Stearns going to hand it off. That's going to be Lane, and Lane tried to find a lane. Couldn't find it. It's going to be Caden Claiborne with the stop.
Looks like he just got back to the line of scrimmage, so you're looking at 3rd and about 21.
Right. Claire, you got any input on this? Or are you just enjoying the game?
I'm just enjoying the game. I can't really do this in college football because everybody thinks I'm weird.
Well, that's them. It's going to be a throw to Tumblin. Tumblin's going to get it. He's going to get almost to the line to gain. Is he going to make it? Oh, he's right there, everybody. And we're going to wait and see.
He's still 10 yards short.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong thing. I apologize. I was looking at the wrong thing. That was my fault. I'm sorry.
They were backed up quite
I didn't realize they were backed up 1,000 yards.
It was 3rd and 22.
It was 3rd and 1,000. Well, I just wanted y'all at home to be excited too, because I was excited.
Ooh, cheese.
My bad. Well, they're going to punt now because they were farther away than I thought. And that was a good dive for Horn.
Yeah, that took a major Troup bounce. That came off his foot wrong anyway, so he had a lot of backspin. It was not a tight spiral like he normally does kick. That was more of a, looked like a wounded duck at that point.
And I can tell you right now, Coach Sitton is not very happy. And this is what, and over the last few weeks, Rusk does this. They start off well, they cool off a little bit, but in the second half, they just come out rocking. So it's a weird ebb and flow that they have. So I'm anxious to see what happens in the second half. But I'll say this, and I've said it every week, I do not want to be in that Rusk locker room at halftime after seeing what we just saw. First down and 10 from midfield for the Tigers, and we're going to have a timeout, I imagine, by Coach Wells. Yep, it's going to be their second timeout. We're going to take a timeout as well. We'll be right back. You're watching NetSN. Don't go anywhere. And we are back.
And wanting cheese fries.
While I'm back, he throws to the left-hand side. He's got a wide-open receiver. No! Off the fingertips of Caden Claiborne. Little behind him. He had to reach to get that, and he just missed it. But he was wide open. Tumblin was trying to reach him, Jason, but he just had a step or two in front of him. It was almost to the house.
Yeah, I think he actually slowed down to look at the ball, and then when he came back, I think if he would have kept running, that ball would have been almost perfect.
I think he thought he might be right. I think he thought he was going to go out of bounds, and he was further away. Handoff, that's to Wells to the right-hand side. He's trying to beat Arthur Hill, and he gets stopped after about 6 yards. But they are in Rusk territory. 3:19 left in the first half. We're tied at 7 here at Jim Swink Field and Eagle Stadium on the campus of Rusk High School. Great game so far here between Troup and Rusk. If you're watching, go ahead and chat with us. Let us know how you're enjoying the game, where you're watching from, and who you're rooting for. It's going to be Wallam's going to keep that one. Quarterback sneak off to the right-hand side. And no gain of maybe 1, maybe 2. I think they were a little generous for him.
Brings up 4th down and about 4.
They're going to keep the offense out there, Coach Wells is. 2:25. Troup has 1 timeout left. Russ has all 3 of their timeouts left in the game, in the first half. We can hear fans yelling, call a timeout, but I think Coach Sitton knows what he's doing. I think he's been doing this a little bit.
Just a few years. Didn't you miss me?
And there's a timeout called, I believe, probably the final one by Troup. So Troup's going to call their final timeout. And, Jason, what do you think? I'm going to ask both of you, Jason and Claire, but we're going to go with Jason first. What do you think Troup's going to do? You think they're going to punt the ball and try to just run them out and maybe get the ball back for the rest of the before the half ends, or you think they're just going to try to go for it on 4th?
I really think I was kind of surprised that they didn't line up and actually try to do a hard count, try to draw them off, because that would have given them the first down. But I think at this point, I think they run it. I'm not saying that's what I would do, but if that offense goes out there, I think they're going to run it, and it's probably going to be that read option, trying to get to the edge.
I hear you. Intern Claire, what do you think, since you're watching from the press box?
Honestly, I mean, 4th and 5. If it was me, I'd say run it, but I think they might punt it.
Well, it looks like they're going to go for it.
Well,
So
you can't tell with Wallem out there.
you got 4th and 4. Wallem's going to toss it, and a little flea, well, not a flea flicker, but he tries to throw the ball, and it gets caught. So that was amazing. That was Jackson Waller. Oh. And it was caught. Who caught the ball, Jason? I was watching Waller go down. I think that was Waller. No, that was not. That was actually Hayden Hummel.
Yeah, I did not see who actually caught it, but lost 3 yards on it. But it was a lot better than
the alternative.
What he would have gotten.
And that was a prey. He closed his eyes and threw. I guarantee you, he closed his eyes and threw that ball, because there's no way.
No, he was expecting the ground at that point because he was well in control. He was about to go down.
1st and 10 for Rusk. They got all 3 timeouts, and Stearns, he breaks a couple of tackles, and he's out of the field. He's around to the 50, and he's dropped at about the 46-yard line of the Tigers. Gain of 7 on the play. It's going to be 2nd down. 1:39 left in the first half. Now, like I've said before, Rusk does have all 3 timeouts, and they don't really have. They have an okay kicker.
I saw him make one from about 36.
Why are the only people that are, other than Mr. English over there, why are the only 2 people that are talking to me are my workers here? Stearns back, takes the throw to the outside, gets her open, and it's knocked out. I don't know if he's going to get it, and he actually fumbles it and takes his own fumble recovery. That was Aiden Barnett. And honestly, I don't think he made a football move to make that a catch. I thought it was an incomplete pass.
You know, it's one of those deals where there's so many different rule sets. I'm not even sure what applies where anymore.
Timeout by Rusk, by the way. So that's their first timeout. 1:06 left in the first half. So, yeah, I'm not sure. In my opinion, it looked to me like he did not have possession long enough to be a complete pass.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if he had full control over it myself.
Right.
But
he did when he finally rolled around looking like my 2-year-old rolling around on the field when he got the ball. But, yeah.
Yeah, but, I mean, the side judge was right there. I'm assuming that he assumed he did.
Well, that's what they pay them for. We just are paid to tell them they're wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I promise I am paying attention to football, but I am so excited to watch these 2 bands. I am so excited.
We do have the halftime coming up, and unlike, because it's YouTube, we're just going to keep the camera on the field and let y'all watch the halftime show. We will not talk.
I have to leave. I have to leave because I will talk.
Yes. All right, 1st down and 10. 1:06 left after the timeout. Stearns, 5-step drop, throws, has a wide open receiver, kinda gets pushed, and no call on that. And guess who's on the coverage? Bryce Wallem on the coverage.
Yeah, he closed.
Adrian Tumblin, the receiver. What was that, Jason?
Yeah, he closed quick on that.
Yeah, he had 4 steps on him. Well, Tumblin had 4 steps on Wallem, and then all of a sudden he beat the ball there.
Exactly.
Not sure how that happened, but it did. So now we're at 2nd and 10, 58 seconds left.
And they've still got timeout, so they can still work something short, work it to the sidelines, and you got your kicker warming up down here.
Got twins to the right. Man in motion is going to be Barnett, and it's going to be a little horrible decision to throw that way behind the line of scrimmage. And I do hate those calls. I hate that play with the passion of about 8 million sons.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like it was going to be a screen, but the screen wasn't there. He should have really just threw it down at the ground at his feet, just take the incompletion. And
a fantastic job by the Troup defense to read that the entire way, because they watched it develop and just was there. They read it like a book.
Yeah, I mean, he hadn't even caught the ball well.
No.
Definitely, he caught it. He caught it a little better than the last one.
Yeah. That defender was there. He could have ordered an appetizer by the time the play developed and was already there.
I thought he autographed the ball before the guy ever
Right.
caught it. But
I'm here for dessert.
Yeah. So 52 seconds left. It's going to be 3rd down and 15.
3rd and 10.
Yeah, it's 3rd and 15. Stearns, 5-step drop, throws to the outside. Tumbling with the catch.
And this may put them close enough. They may try for the field goal.
Waller and Hummel on the coverage takes him down. It's going to be 4th down and 1 to go. They're going to try to get that one with 29 seconds. They do have a timeout left. And they get the 1st down and a little bit more. That's going to be Jermichael Stearns on the carry. And that's going to be their final timeout. No, do they have one more?
One more.
Oh, okay. I thought they already did theirs. I'm waiting to see. The referees aren't going to make that call. Usually they'll do the 3 count, but they're not doing it. So, yeah, they got one more timeout left. So that was a good call, actually, to go for that 4th down.
Oh, yeah.
So now they got a 1st down on the 20-yard line. So right now, okay, so Jason, on this one, because Claire's waiting on the bands. But on this one, do you try to go for the end zone three times, or do you try to get as close as you can and kick a field goal to get the lead in the half?
I think you're going for sideline routes right now. If you can get 7, obviously you want 7.
Right.
But I think you hit sideline routes. You're looking at passes probably the entire time. Keep stopping the clock, and then if you get to 4th down, then you kick it.
I mean, I completely agree with him. I was going to say the exact same thing.
I go running. Get as close as you can, but that's just me. But they're going to go with you guys. He drops the ball, Stearns, but he picks it up on a bounce, gets a favorable bounce. Ooh. He's still running, breaks a couple of tackles, and gains a yard after running 20. They're running to get to the – and we have an injury timeout on the field.
Looks like a Troup Tiger.
Yeah, we're going to take a break real quick. We'll be right back. You're watching NetSN. And we are back. Sean Flood was the injured player, and he's up on his own and walking off the field. And as soon as he gets off, they'll start the clock, and Rusk will attempt to go. It's going to be 2nd down and 8 from the 18-yard line. And here they go. Stearns takes the ball and spikes it to stop the clock.
Oh, they're bringing out the field goal.
So, well, they got 3 seconds left. That's why. So they didn't have any timeouts left. So that's what I thought. I thought they had already spent their 2, but that's all right.
About a 35-yard field goal.
Yeah. So we got a field goal attempt here, and let's see what happens. Kick is up. It's long enough, but I don't know if it's got the, yeah, it doesn't have it. No good. So that's going to end the first half. And, man, that was just back and forth and back and forth. And, but only 7 points or touchdown for each to show for it.
Yeah, Rusk had a touchdown the first 2 minutes of the game, and then they've basically been shut down. Troup, about the same thing, just it took them a little longer to score, but neither offense is able to finish the deal.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where, man, your defense has just played fantastic, and your offense. I'm still going to say the offenses did a great job. They just couldn't get anything going. They got a little bit of fumbles and things like that. I don't know, but we're going to give you a little halftime show here in a minute. But before we do that, we're going to talk about some scores. Brook Hill over Carlisle right now at halftime, 28-6. Let's see, trying to get some other scores. Lindale and Gilmer tied at 7 in the second quarter. And let's see, ARP over Sabine right now, 20-13 at halftime. You should be happy about that one.
Yeah.
Carthage leading Chapel Hill in the first quarter, 7-0. We're going to keep an eye on that one as well. That's a big one. It's homecoming there in Chapel Hill. Center leading Dangerfield, 27-12 at halftime. And St. Augustine leading Pineland West Sabine, 14-6 at halftime. And let's see, Lufkin leading Tyler High, 23-10 at halftime. Let's see what else we got here while that's going on. Tatum leading West Rusk, halftime, 35-7. Longview leading Ruston, Louisiana, 10-7 at halftime. That's a close one. In the second quarter, Beckville leading Harleton, 14-6. And as we continue moving along, that's about it. That's all I got right now. I wanted to see what the Paris White House game, but I don't have one going on there. There's not an update on that one. So, all right, we're going to go down to the field as you're watching right now as the Troup Twirlers are on the field. We're going to let y'all enjoy that. And I'm going to get off the air and quit talking and let you have it. So, anyway, enjoy halftime. We'll be back after.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Troup Tiger Majorettes. Of their 2024 UIL program featuring the Spanish March Classic, España Cana. The Troup band is under the field direction of head drum major Manny Montes and assistant drum major Bailey Gibson. Castillo, Colton Lackey, and Kaylin Rhodes. Outstanding section of the week is the flute section. Outstanding new marcher of the week is tuba, Kerrigan Keener. Outstanding upperclassman of the week is senior percussionist Mason Harris.
Ladies and gentlemen, Rusk High School is proud to present the Rusk High School Band, Drill Team, and Majorettes. The Eagle Bells are directed by Katie Thurman. Our 2024-2025 Eagle Bell officers are Social Officers Sophie McDaniel, Johara Dunn, and Elena Brinkley. Lieutenant McKinley Maldonado, Captain Caitlin Hensley, and Major Arlette Villegas. The Spirit Bell of the Week is Vanessa Hunt. Eagle Bell's diamond sponsor is Gray's Automotive. Watches our incredible drill team performs to the hit Kings and Queens. Now let's welcome to the field our fabulous Rusk High School twirlers. They are Junior Allie Bucko, Junior Carlia Stapleton, Junior Brianna White, Sophomore Lizzie Arrington, Sophomore Katie Morris, Freshman Arian Idy, and Freshman Dixie Underwood. The Majorettes are coached and choreographed by Miss Erin Ruck. Watch as our talented Majorettes twirl to the hit song, Feel It Still.
Family Circle of Care is a network of 6 community-based health centers providing affordable health care services to East Texas families. With 4 locations in Tyler, we offer family medicine, pediatrics, OBGYN services, internal medicine, and counseling. Our Jacksonville Health Center brings family medicine, pediatrics, and women's health services to the tomato capital of the world. And we serve our Henderson County neighbors at our Athens Health Center, offering family medicine, pediatrics, and women's health services. With a commitment to meet the needs of the communities we serve, we look forward to working with you as partners in care and are here for you and your family every step of the way. We accept private insurance, Medicaid, Medicare, CHIP, and offer a sliding fee discount for insured and uninsured patients. We serve everyone regardless of ability to pay. As CEO, I welcome you to Family Circle of Care, where compassion, quality, and healthcare come full circle.
Whatever it is you wrangle, whatever seeds you sow, or what you choose to grow, at Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, we're proud to protect all Texans.
Have you sustained a bone, joint, work, or sports injury? Problems with mobility or movement? Suffer with pain? Contact Azalea Orthopedics. Our specialists serve patients across East Texas. For proven, trusted medical care, you have a choice. Demand Azalea.
And we are back here at Eagle Stadium at Jim Swink Field. And I hope you enjoyed the halftime show just as much as we did. And we're going to give you some score updates before we start the second half. Excuse me. If we have any score updates, we're going to look at them here real quick. And then Jason and I will go over some of what we think will happen in the second half. Let's see, 35-6, Brook Hill over Carlisle right now in the third quarter. Kilgore at halftime down 14-7.
Oh, wow.
Pleasant Grove leading that one. I tell you, Kilgore is picked is one of the front runners to win state for 4A this year. And now Kilgore, I'm not going to put them out because it's halftime, but losing now 14-7 at halftime at Pleasant Grove. Liberty Ilu losing to Bullard right now, 9-7, and so that's a big one. Marshall over Palestine, 28-7 in the second quarter. That, I hate to be Palestine. Palestine's just not doing well this year, and Marshall, a good team. Hate to be that right now. Gilmer leads Lindale 14-10 at halftime there in Lindale. Athens over Jacksonville right now. Jacksonville, another struggling team so far. Athens leading 21-0 at halftime. We don't have a Gladewater score yet. Gladewater and Spring Hill, so if you know one, let us know. 20-13 as ARP leads Sabine at halftime.
Whoop, whoop.
Yep. I knew you'd like that one. 7-0 Carthage over Chapel Hill. That's the last update we have. I'll try to get us a better update.
I thought I heard somebody say 21-7.
Carthage? Okay. And that's going to be a big test for the state runner-up Chapel Hill Bulldogs from last year. So we're going to keep looking. Let's see. Don't have anything. Center leading Dangerfield 27-12. Pineland West Sabine is down 18-21 to San Augustine in the third quarter in that one. Lufkin in the third quarter leads Tyler High 23-13. Pardon me. And Overton, this is a good one right here. Overton is leading Maud 33-6 in the third quarter.
Just to update that Carthage Chapel Hill score, according to the Book of Faces, Carthage is up 31-7.
Gotcha. And the last score is Tatum is leading West Rusk 42-21 in the third quarter. And that's a good game there, too. So we're going to be right here leading you the second half here. And there we go. Sorry, I'm trying to get everything going here. Intern Claire is down running some errands for us, meaning we're trying to get some food. And so we got the kickoff into the second half.
Yeah, just a little pooch kick to the Troup 45. Fielded cleanly. Now we're going to see both teams need to work on ball possession. Both of them had really good drives and just couldn't finish them. So let's see. I think the team that cleans up the mistakes wins this ball game.
Yeah, I agree. We're hoping to see what happened in the locker room, how Coach Sitton maybe fixed things up, and see what went down there. First down and 10 for Troup. They deferred in the first half. That's going to be Wells on the carry.
Yeah, he got swarmed by a multitude of Rusk Eagles. Tilly was one of them. Came flying in along with Carter Holland.
And we're having some technical issues on the stream, so I'm trying to get that fixed. I'm not sure why. And is that a pass? Is that what's going on, Jason? I didn't see that one.
Pass. Troup opened that one up, kind of crossing right in the middle. Bryce Wallum threw a dime and gained about 25 on the play. Great play.
So it's going to be a first down for Troup. Excuse me. And Wallum on the carry to the outside, gets to the 30, down to the 20, probably down to the 26 is where they're going to put him. And that was a great run.
Yeah, that looked designed. He was headed there. He was headed for the edge. He did get the edge. The pursuit got him finally, but he moved the chains again.
So another first down for the Tigers, and they came out swinging in this one. And a little low snap, but Wells gets it And he's taken down, but not after he gets a first down after an 11-yard gain.
They're just right now just imposing their will up front.
And running that clock.
So now is when they've got to maintain possession. This is where they've done good. They did good all first half driving the baseball. Here I go with baseball. Driving the ball down the field, but just could not convert.
It's a low snap, but they do a good job. Wallem does a good job to get the ball to Wells. Wells gains about 3 yards on the play.
Yeah.
So a good job. And it looks like the Rusk defensive line, they look tired. I mean, they're all got their hands on their hips and looking like they're tired. Is that just me, Jason?
No, they look tired. I mean, you've got Stearns on the outside over here, and he came flying in on that play, but they just don't look like they have the same energy as they had the first half.
Yeah, that front line just looks a little bit winded, and Wells takes it again to the right-hand side and finds a hole, gains about 3 on the play. So that's going to bring up 3rd down and 4, I believe. Oh, he only gained about 2, so it's going to be 3rd and 5.
Yeah, and they've got to get down to about the 5-yard line to get that first down. So far, with the exception of that play, they've been gaining 5-6 yards a play easily. So let's see if Rusk can figure it out and stop the momentum.
And that's going to be Wallem on the carry. He gets swallowed up.
I would say they stopped the momentum.
Just a little bit, yeah.
So it looks like, are they bringing out the kicking tee for Wallem?
Yep, they sure are. Wallem's got the leg for it, so we could have a lead change here. You know, Troup has not led the entire game. So we'll see if we're going to have a moment here. Wallem sets up. 20-yard kick. There's up. It's up, and it's through from what I can see, but let's see. Yep, it's in, and it's good.
Great possession for Troup. I'm sure they would have rather had 7, but coming down, taking a lead, that's exactly what they wanted to do, come out swinging in the second half.
So a good job by Troup to run down and get it and start off the second half the way that they needed to get things going here in Rusk. 8:28 left in the in the third quarter. And I'm trying to find some scores, guys, in other games. And trying to get some updates for all of our fans out there. Again, we're glad that you're watching and that you're streaming with us tonight. Go ahead and like and subscribe while you're with it. That way you won't miss a minute of action. We got a lot of other games going on in the area here in East Texas. And we don't want you to miss anything going on with Northeast Texas sports. And if you'd like to chat with us, go ahead and do that. Wallem with a wallop of a kick. And that's going to go straight to number 7, Arthur Hill, who cuts in the middle and finds some room. He's crossed about the 35. We do have a flag on the play.
And usually at about that time, it's going to be for a hold.
Yeah, it's in the area of hold or block in the back, whichever one. We'll see what it is. Waiting on the referee to make that call.
Yeah, they moved the flag back right about to where he made that cut, so it could be probably either one of those.
Let's see what the referee has to say. That is going to be holding on Rusk, so that's going to back him up.
And that's a shame because that was a great run by Hill to get decent field position, and now they're backed up. Still better than a touchback, but you'd love to see it a lot 10 yards up further.
So 1st and 10. Stearns in the backfield. Lane to his right. He takes it, hands off to Lane. Lane stutter steps a little bit, and that's going to hurt him because that's going to give the defense just a little bit of time. That's going to give Noble Kendrick time to get position. A gain of 1. That's going to put him in there.
Yeah, that stutter step, I mean, that's great.
It looked good, but it didn't do much for him.
That's great at the second level, but at that first initial line of scrimmage, you've got to just hit the hole.
Stearns throws to the outside. That's Tumbling, Tumbling gets it and tumbles forward for a good gain. Gets to the line to gain. Let's see if they're going to give him a first, and they are. First down. Good job of that last initial push to get that first down for the Eagles on the 35-yard line in their own territory. First down and 10 with 7:32 left in the third quarter.
Yeah, Rusk has so many threats. They really do. I'm kind of shocked that right now they seem to not be utilizing every one of them, but I think they've got to establish their game plan before they can really break out into a lot of the other.
Stearns, 3-step drop. Throws to the outside. Nobody's there except for Wallum of Troup. Don't know why he was throwing it through pretty far. I know he was trying to hit Braden Grimes. Was that right, number 3? Or is that number 8? That's 8. That's Aiden Barnett.
Yeah, and he just overthrew him. Barnes ran a good route, had a slight window. Wallum was coming over to help, but just overthrew it.
And that's going to bring up 2nd down and 10. Pardon me. There's the snap. 3-step drop, throw again, and he's got a receiver, and it's off his hands. That's Arthur Hill. And he was there, Jason. He had a first down all the way, and it just bounced, hit him in the wrong spot, as my dad used to say, and it was his hands.
Yeah, I think he was already looking upfield. He was planning on planting that foot and cutting up to try to get past Wallum, but he has to make that catch first. And I know he wants that one back.
So 3rd down and 10. Clock stopped at 7:01 for the third quarter. As Stearns has Barnett and Lane on him in a blitz. And a good job by Arthur Hill to snatch the ball out of thin air. And Hayden Hummel was coming for it. He tried to intercept it and couldn't take it. And another first down as Arthur Hill just saved that one. He reached out and grabbed that. And Hummel saw end zone all the way. He saw pick 6.
Yeah, and instead Hill made up for that last play. Came out and snatched the great ball thrown and just made it work.
And Stearns trying to get Hill over there on their left-hand side with that horror. I'm sorry. I hate those plays. I hate those side. And I know sometimes they work, but if that 1% of working and the 99% of failure, just it does not compute in my brain of throwing sideways out of it doesn't compute with me. But a sideward pass to Arthur Hill by Stearns goes incomplete as it hits the ground, and you have 2nd down and 10. Hill gets the handoff, running in motion, and he gains of about 3 yards and a fumble forward.
Balls loose. Looks like Rusk recovered.
But Troup saying they recovered, but yes, they did. And that's number 59 that recovers. Was that Sean Flood that got it? Yeah, Flood. Sean Flood. He was the injured player earlier. Now he's in there and gets that fumble recovery. Once again, a turnover, and that's the 3rd turnover for Rusk, 4th of the game.
Yeah, I saw 2 Rusk players dive forward. I really thought they were on top of the ball, but I guess the ball just popped back this way, and Flood was right there to cover it up. And once again, we got another turnover.
And that's just not what you want if you're Rusk right now. And I'm sure Coach Sitton is just fit to be tied over there on the other on this sideline. Handoff. Wells bounces back as he's pursued by about 3 red jerseys. Was that Peary? Peary was one of them. I couldn't see the other 2.
Yeah, all I know is Ramos, number 56.
Okay.
David Ramos. He had tons of penetration on that play. He was in the backfield right at the handoff and really kind of blew the play up. And then the left side of that defensive line, that defensive end, they just extended it out till the defensive backs came up and just kept him. He gained 1 yard after, like we said earlier, he ran probably about 20.
Ramos had him, and then Peary came up and pushed him out of bounds, let him gain a yard on the play. So it's going to be 2nd down and 9. Wallam's going to keep that. He dodges a diving number 20, Dayton Peary again, and Wallam gains 5 on the play.
He tried to extend that ball, but that knee came down, and that line judge was right on top of it.
They're only going to give him 4. I thought he gained 5 on the play, but they're only going to give him 4, so it's going to be 3rd down and 5 on the play.
Yeah, the line judge called that knee down. He made sure he pointed that out, too. I was watching him when he did it.
3rd and 5. Wells to the left of Wallam. Wallam gets a low snap, has to carry it, and he's chased from behind by number 5, Jermichael Stearns, the quarterback for them playing defense, playing both sides.
Yeah, number 11.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think Colton Anderson, number 11.
Yeah, he came in and just buried his shoulder pads right in the stomach.
That was a loss of 1 on that play for Troup, and guess who's punting? Can you guess that one, Jason?
Not sure. Not like he's done anything at all.
Yep.
Yeah, once again, number 10, do it all, Bryce Wallam.
Arthur Hill back deep for Rusk on that punt. So 4th down, and that's a low snap and a good punt by Wallam. And Arthur needs to get out of the way, and he fields it, thinks he can get it, and he is stuffed at the 10-yard line, thrown back to the 8-yard line. And they're going to give him forward progress to the 11, and that's where Rusk will take over. We'll be right back. You're watching NetSN.
Whatever it is you wrangle, whatever seeds you sow, or what you choose to grow, at Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, we're proud to protect all Texans.
Have you sustained a bone, joint, work, or sports injury? Problems with mobility or movement? Suffer with pain? Contact Azalea Orthopedics. Our specialists serve patients across East Texas for proven, trusted medical care.
And that was a quick turnover there, so or turnaround, excuse me. You got, I can't see who that was, but I'm guessing it was Lane.
Number 18.
Yeah, Lane on the carry. So Lane takes it around. Gain of about 8 on the play. 2nd down and 2. We do have a score from White House now. White House leads Paris at halftime, 28-7. White House, after losing to Chapel Hill last week, has a little bit to come back on. Dual men in motion for Rusk. Handoff to Lane again. Lane breaks a tackle, gets back to the line of scrimmage and gains nothing, loses 2 yards. And Troup read that one like a book, Jason.
Yeah, I mean, they moved the 2 over to basically overload the right side, and that's exactly where they ran it. But Troup played it perfectly and took him down for, 2 yards? 2 yards back. So now it's, 3rd and 4?
Stearns in the backfield, man in motion. Lane to his right. And a handoff. That's going to be a handoff to Barnett. Barnett breaks it open, gets to the 40, and past midfield, and he drags a Troup player 15 yards across midfield. He drags Lewis Daniels literally 15 yards, drags him by his jersey. Daniels was holding on like he was a skier.
I was going to say, I got to give him credit. He never let go.
He did not. He saved a touchdown. If he would have let go, that would have been a touchdown.
Most definitely.
Barnett would have been all the way. He had nothing but green in front of him, and Daniels held on and did a great job to save a touchdown, but he didn't save a first down because the Eagles are in Tiger territory at the 35-yard line, 1st and 10. Now Barnett's in motion, handoff to Lane up the middle, gain of about 5 on the play. Got some frustration going down there on the field. Extracurricular activity going on. But you would expect that.
Almost, yeah. You for sure would. When you just gave up a big play like you did, you're a little upset. And I mean, hitting a looks like a tight end outside away from the play is unnecessary, but sometimes it makes you feel better.
Stearns back with the throw to the outside, caught, brought down immediately by Hummel, and that's going to be Adrian Tumlin with the catch and a first down for the Eagles. They're moving right along, Jason. This time their offense is looking really good.
They are. I mean, they're giving their quarterback time.
And I'm going to tell you something real quick. It's a minute 32 left in the third quarter. We're almost to the fourth quarter of this ball game. And it feels like we just started the third quarter.
Yeah, I mean, this is what, the first possession Rusk has had this quarter?
Yeah, it sure is. Man in motion. Lane to the right of Stearns. Barnett in motion. Flag on the play. It's going to be on, excuse me, it's going to be on Rusk. Probably, it's coming from a weird position, but it's going to be false start on Rusk. You usually don't see the back judge there throw that one. Is that the back judge? Oh, the umpire. That's the umpire. You don't see the umpire throwing a false start that often.
You know, they shouldn't name them umpires. They're going to throw me back into my baseball mode. But I guess he probably saw one of the middle linemen flinch. So
Stearns carrying the ball, following Lane. Lane with the block, and a great play by Russ. Goes up the middle. Brett Wells finally brings Stearns down. And a great run. That was about a 12-yard, I believe a 12 or 13-yard carry by Stearns. It'll bring up second down.
And they just use that slight delay to get those defensive linemen to commit, and then they just hit whatever crease they're giving them, and they're making big plays with that.
And Stearns just got behind Lane and just kind of directed him. So 3rd and 3, handoff to Lane. He goes to the outside of the left-hand side, breaks around the corner, and makes it to the 10-yard line and a first down. They're going to put him out of bounds at about the 9, and it's going to be 1st and goal from the 9-yard line for Rusk. And they're knocking on the door for a touchdown with 18 seconds left in the third quarter here at Eagle Stadium.
And, you know, the clock really doesn't mean a whole lot to them, but they sure would like to go into the fourth quarter with the lead.
It would be nice. It would be nice to get that momentum going into the fourth quarter. And this is what they did last week. They were down in the third. They went and they were in this position in the third. Here's the flag on the play, and it's going to be a false start. One of the tackles, I think, on the left-hand side moved.
Got to be more disciplined, especially in the red zone.
And I think he called that on number 4. That was Tilley. He's the one of the running backs. So that backs him up. So it's 1st and goal from the 15 or from the 14 now. With 18 seconds left. 2 in motion. That's Tillian Gonzalez. It's a handoff to Lane, and he gets tripped up behind the line of scrimmage, and they're going to lose 2 on the play.
You know, that was the exact same play they ran down on the other end of the field and had the exact same result.
Mm-hmm.
You almost would have liked to have seen a different look or a different read on that one because, you know, so far, if I see those 2 in motion, I know what's coming.
Yeah, and that was Hayden Hummel in on that. And here we go to the fourth quarter. And so we're going to take a short break. As we take a break, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Whatever it is you wrangle, whatever seeds you sow, or what you choose to grow, at Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, we're proud to protect all Texans.
And we are back, and the third quarter is over. We're now ready for the fourth quarter. And Russ has the ball. They're driving down, ready to get going. Pardon me. Troup was the only score there in the third quarter. They kicked a field goal. Or let me change this. Bryce Wallum kicked a field goal.
No.
But Rusk having a little trouble now. They were first and goal from the 9-yard line, and now they're second and goal from the 15. Really going the wrong direction. Lane in motion around to the right of Stearns. Tilley in motion. Now Barnett in motion. A lot of motion going on. Fakes the throw to Barnett, and an interception almost.
Ooh.
They were trying to hit Barnett. Didn't get it.
Yeah, Hayden Hummel almost came down with that.
Hummel hit him in the hands again.
Now, I think the problem is they see all that green.
Right.
And
because he had nobody in front of him.
No, he had
not
nobody.
one person.
No.
That was a beautiful. I mean, yeah, if he'd have caught that, it'd have been gone. 3rd and 15. Barnett to Stearns left. Lane to Stearns right. Twins left. Here it is. 2-step drop. Throw tipped. Interception. And that's going to be Wallum. Wallum down to the 35, to the 40. Goes out of bounds at the 41-yard line. And once again, Bryce Wallum, and we have an injured player down, Rusk player down at about the 8-yard line.
Looks like number 1.
We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. You're watching NetSN. That was Adrian tumbling for Rusk. He got up, walked off on his own, thank goodness. So that's always a good thing to see. And the trainers are going to take a look at him, but it's going to be 1st down and 10 after the Bryce Wallum interception. And Wallum is just going to take it and do a little throw to the outside. And that's going to be Hummel. Hummel's going to take it about 3, maybe 4, 5 yards. They give him a little more. I thought he went out of bounds a little earlier than that, Jason.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to see that border over there from here, and of course they're running those, no huddle offense types. They're getting the call straight from the sideline, so you get a lot of bodies between you and where the ball was.
Oh, and I don't want people to forget, intern Claire is still with us, so she's here.
Hey, y'all.
She's just busy working. She does a good job on our scoreboard and everything else. So we just don't want to forget that she's actually here. 2nd down and 3. And a throw to the outside. That's going to be Zach Burris. Burris gets a good 7 yards on that one into Rusk territory.
And it looks like there has been a momentum shift.
Well, yeah, that was a huge momentum shift. Big time.
And right now, Troup looks like they have all the confidence going into this drive.
1st and 10. Wallum, hands off. And, that's a face mask if I ever saw one. And there's a lot of laundry on the field. I think that came from every which way but up. There's, I think, 4 flags on the field.
I think the mascot threw one, too.
They're going to need a laundry basket out there to pick all that up. Yeah. See, intern Claire's here. She's here to tell me when my dad jokes are bad.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay quiet on that one.
She patted me on the shoulder and shook her head no. I've missed that. I missed that because with her being gone, she hasn't been able to tell me how bad my dad jokes are. So 15 yards on the face mask that was blatant, and I mean I think he aimed for that.
He definitely didn't let it go.
Is that what we call flagrant? Not fragrant, flagrant.
He had intent.
First and 10, handoff to Wells. Wells dances around, gains about 3, maybe they're going to only give him 2.
Yeah, it looked like Jermichael Stearns got him on that one also.
And I think David Rangel Ramos was there as well. And a gain of 1 is all they're going to give him. It'll be 2nd down and 9. The clock is still running, however, with 10:16 left in the ball game, and Troup leads 10-7. Wallum gets it, hands off to Wells. Wells dances around again, and he's hit in the backfield. Flag comes in, and I think we're going to have a holding penalty, as that's where it is. And Carter Holland is really upset.
I think he got tackled.
I don't know why he's upset. He was in the area of where that flag was thrown.
Yeah, I think he beat his lineman and just got tackled.
And I think John Allen was number 68 was A.J. Dewberry. Was the lineman that was covering Carter Holland, who was very upset on that last play.
Well, you know, and I mean, it's not a penalty if you don't get caught.
Who got called on that pancake block of a hold. And that'll just back him up. So it's 2nd down again. They'll try it one more time, but a little bit further back this time. They just like the challenge there at Troup. 2nd down. And Wallum's going to roll out to the right side. He has a man open and almost picked off. Trent Byers was there, but it went through his hands, hit him in the chest, and bounced up about 15 yards in the air and fell down.
Yeah,
he wants that back. And I think it was the same thing that happened on this end with Hummel. He saw nothing but green and the band. And he wanted that band to play for him when he went all the way down there.
I think by the time Troup gets to him, he's already kissed his girlfriend in the stands and came back to the sideline.
I don't know, man. I think he wants that cookie. He wants that cookie bad.
3rd down and long. And Wallum takes a 20-yard drop back and rolls around and throws to Wells, and a flag comes flying in at the end. And I think it's going to be a holding penalty.
It came in from the side judge, so there was a lot of hand jockeying over there. I don't know what they're going to call on that exactly. I didn't see it, but not saying it didn't happen because there was a lot of hand jockeying.
And A.J. Dewberry, number 68, Troup, #proud dad, and you should be. Done a fantastic job tonight. Waiting on that penalty call. That was one of our chats. See if you chat, we'll throw that out.
Okay.
So they were calling illegal man downfield, but I guess there was not.
Yeah, and I will say, if you look at the Troup passing game, everybody with that offensive line should be proud overall because they have thrown some good things, and that line has protected quite a bit.
So, good pass to nobody. He had a good wide open, or he had not a wide open receiver. He had a good receiver, Hayden Hummel, but he was covered by Adrian Tumblin. And it's going to be a turnover on down. So what looked like a positive offensive drive by Troup ended up kind of shooting themselves in the foot on that, Jason.
Yeah, I mean, we had just talked about Troup having the momentum, and then just a couple of mistakes just took the air out of their sails, and now here we go. Rusk got a chance to capitalize.
So Rusk, with 9 minutes, 17 seconds left in the ball game, down by 3, has to do something besides turn over the ball. They've had 4 turnovers in the ball game, 2 interceptions, 2 fumbles, and there's another fumble, but a good job by Stearns to pick it up. He's going to be chased down. Ooh. And that's Noble Kendrick that chases him down. Gain of 3 on the play. So at least something positive came out of it.
Yeah, and he's limping at the moment. He's on the sideline at this point. So
that's going to put another quarterback in. Arthur Hill's going to come in for Stearns, and we haven't seen I haven't seen Hill as a quarterback, so this is the first time we're going to see a new quarterback for Rusk. So we hope that Stearns is okay. Lane to the left, Hill behind center. And Lane, Hill takes it and gets behind Lane and kind of stops out of bounds with Noble Kendrick on his back and kind of shrugs him off.
Yeah, I mean, anytime we saw this, I saw this when Brooke Hill was playing Legacy Christian up in Frisco, where Brooke Hill lost 2 quarterbacks out of the deal, and they end up running a Wildcat type offense.
Yeah,
I'm wondering if that's
you got 2 running. Yeah, you got 2 kind of running backs, and that was a first down run, so it's 1st and 10. And Lane is going to take it, and he sweeps through, gets past midfield, and around the 45, goes out of bounds at the 43-yard line. And first down in Tiger territory.
Not to be a band kid, but I'm pretty sure Troup's band was just playing Troup Rhapsody, which I have not heard that since my 2nd game of freshman year. Mr. Castillo took it out of rotation.
Oh, he brought stuff back.
I think it's because me and his son graduated.
Oh, yeah.
Got a little too hyped during Troup Rhapsody.
Hill, the quarterback keeper, gets upended and trying to see who it is. I think it's number 12, and that's going to be Jackson Waller.
Yeah, Stearns is coming back in the game right on this play.
Gotcha. We got another shout out for A.J. Dewberry, number 68. He's a tackle and a defensive end for Troup. And it says, Mama love you, A.J. Dewberry, and Beast Mode A.J. So A.J.'s got some people on his side over there in Troup. That's awesome. Love to see that. Thanks for watching.
I've known AJ for a few years. He is a beast mode.
Yeah. I've been watching him. He's doing a great job.
And a false start.
Another false start. Yeah, I have been, just to talk about AJ since we got that on there, but I've been watching him. He's closing off that end really well all night, which is why I said that number 44's Carter Holland's upset. I don't think he's upset because he got pancake blocked, because he's been blocked off on that side most of the night, which is why Wells has been able to get on that outside corner most of the night as well.
Yeah, and I've known a few Dewberries from, Art Troup. That's just
yeah.
You got Dewberries, you got Neals, you got a lot of different people, both schools. So know the families well and awesome people.
And we got another shout out. Bring on the shout outs. We got it. Stearns is going to fake the pass, and we got a thing goes, flags down, but he's at the 10. Stearns at the 5, brought down by Wells, but there is a flag back at the line of scrimmage, and it doesn't look like, I don't know if they're going to bring him back or not. It doesn't look like they're going to, because things are moving, but let me see. We're going to wait a minute and see what we have. So let's.
Oh, Stearns is limping off again.
Stearns is coming off one more time after that big run, and it's a personal foul on Troup. Can't hear who it was on, but that's going to be put on. Right, I mean, it's not going to matter now, so it's going to be 1st and goal for Rusk. They're going to have it right there on the 1-yard line. Hill has it, and it's going to be a handoff by number 24, big man Kyle Hooper, but he is not going to go anywhere.
Looks like they've got him down at about the 1-foot line at this point.
Yeah, trying to see who took him down. Was it number 8? I think he was. Luke Skillern.
can't tell what they're looking at on Stearns. Can't tell if it's the ankle or if it's the knee.
Low snap. Hill's going to take it to the outside. He's brought down. Touchdown. I thought he was brought down at the 1. Jackson Waller's kind of saying he was brought down at the 1, but no. Hill gets in for a touchdown, and the confetti flies.
So you've called these games before. I'm assuming the confetti is a normal
Confetti is a normal thing,
okay.
Yes. And we want to do a shout-out that says, let's go. It's from Rod Simmons. Let's go, number 4, Tilly, watching from Dallas. And that's for Rusk. Number 4 is Zamarian Tilly.
Yeah, we've called his name.
That one's up and in, by the way, the extra point. So it's 14-10 now as Rusk retakes the lead. And thank you, Mr. Simmons, for watching. We appreciate the shout-out. If you're watching, go ahead and let us know where you're watching from, who you're rooting for. We love that you're watching. We appreciate it. All the fans out there. Man, this is a great game. Loving it.
Back and forth, but you got to wonder what the game would be without all the turnovers.
Well, you got 5 turnovers total, but Troup's only got the 1. Yeah. They've dropped it a couple of times, but they pick it up on their own. And they've had low snaps, but again, you've got Bryce Wallum who picks them up and just runs with it.
Or does whatever he
and then he'll pick it up, run with it, block for himself, and then kick the punt and kick the field goal and catch it, and
I see Rusk's QB. They're working on his ankle right now.
It is the ankle.
So I'm wondering if he turned it on that last one. Before he may have twinsed it a little. Now he turned it. Carlos Gallen with the kick. It's going to be high pooch to the outside. And a fair catch is going to be called by Logan Chambers. We're going to be right back. We're going to take a break. Don't go anywhere. 14-10, 6 minutes, 33 seconds left in the ballgame. We got a good one. If you go away, I don't know what you're watching. We'll be right back. We are back. Troup has to get this thing going here for them. Handoff to Wells, and Wells goes down, and he's stopped. Gain of about 1. He hits about a wall of Rusk Eagles, 3 of them there. Who'd you see, Jason?
No, I was just saying number 50 for Troup, Hayes. He had a trap block on that play. He had the perfect block, and Wells just made the wrong cut. He cut into where they were blocking into. I think if he cuts in, he gains about 4 easy, but instead we got 2nd and 9.
Wells to the left of Wallum. There's the snap. Wallum throws to the outside. That's Childress. Childress with the carry. Gain of about 3 on the play. 3rd down and 6.
And just saying, we see number 4, Tilly, checking back into the game.
That's good to see.
Yeah, he
got a big third. Yeah, sorry about that. We got a big 3rd down for Troup here, because if they don't do anything on this to convert, it can be game over. Russ can run it. Wallum going to take it to the outside around the. Oh, wow. He's out midfield. He's down to the 40. Nobody's going to catch him, I don't think. 30, 20, 10, 5. Takedown at about the 3-yard line, and a great pursuit.
Yeah.
That's going to be Adrian Tumblin, who chased him down. Wow, I didn't think anybody could catch him.
Yeah, Tumblin had a great angle. I mean, unfortunately for Rusk, I mean, he had to take that angle because he got him right there inside the 5. So.
And let me tell you something. If you are a football player and you're a young player and you're watching, that was what a pursuit angle looked like. He took it, he faded back, he took the angle that he was going to, not at the runner. You go where the runner's going to, not at the runner. That's what a pursuit angle does. First and goal from the 4-yard line. It's going to be a carry by Wells. He's hit, breaks a couple, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown! Flag comes in, however, and Wells kind of shaken up on that play as he hit his head on the ground pretty hard. So they're kind of looking at him, but a flag did come in. But he is up. And we're waiting to see what the flag is. I think he got his, I don't know if his bell was wrong on that. I think he knocked his.
Well, they're sending in the kicking tee, so they must know something we don't yet.
Right. I think Wells' helmet got moved around because he was holding his helmet. I know he hit his head down on the turf. I didn't play on turf. I played on grass, but I've heard that turf is a little bit different. Yes, I'm old. Intern Claire's looking at me. Face mask on the defense. They're going to decline that penalty, I'm sure. The touchdown's going to – they're going to put it in on the kickoff. Yeah. Yes, Intern Claire, I did not play on turf.
I played on turf when I was 38 years old, and we did the alumni game against Troup, which, by the way, we did win.
All right.
By about 30-something.
Are you going to give Troup their touchdown?
Yes.
All right. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So just like that, the Tigers take the lead back from the Eagles, and we still got a good one. 4:54 left in the ball game. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
Whatever it is you wrangle, whatever seeds you sow, or what you choose to grow, at Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, we're proud to protect all Texans.
Have you sustained a bone, joint, work, or sports injury? Problems with mobility or movement? Suffer with pain? Contact Azalea Orthopedics. Our specialists serve patients across East Texas. For proven, trusted medical care, you have a choice. Demand Azalea.
And we are back. We're going to give you some score updates in the third quarter at White House. White House leading Paris 41-14. Yeah. Well, that's still first quarter. I'm not going to say that one. Carlisle still losing to Brook Hill 49-12. And Pleasant Grove, I'm going to watch this one. Pleasant Grove leading Kilgore 24-17. That's a big one right there. Bullard behind with 3 minutes 50 seconds left. Bullard 16, Liberty Ilu 27. In the third quarter, Marshall leads Palestine 42-7. Gilmer over Lindale. That was a halftime score though, 14-10. Don't have a new one yet. Fourth quarter, Art 33, Sabine 13. We'll give you some more scores here in a little bit. We got a big game going on here. 4:54 left, 17-14. Troup is leading. And that one goes into the end zone for a touchback. So we got a big one here. Carthage, I don't know a score on Carthage right now, so nobody's keeping it up over there for us. Center is leading Dangerfield 48-23. That's our sister station over there. And St. Augustine leading Pineland West Sabine 28-18. I believe one of our other groups is over there as well. Let's see. Tyler High losing to Lufkin right now, 37-27. That's still pretty close, though. 10 minutes left in that ball game. Handoff. And that one's going to be slung out of bounds.
Yeah, that went absolutely nowhere.
Noble Kendrick. So second down and a long way to go for Rusk, and they're not looking as driven as they have been, and you would think they would be down by 3.
Down by 3 with just a little time left, do you think they'd have a little more urgency about them?
Stearns back in with the throw to the outside, picked off, and that's going to Hayden Hummel. He gets it this time in there. Pick 6, touchdown, Troup.
Yeah, he read the quarterback's eyes perfectly on that. He jumped that route, and there was absolutely nobody there. Maybe it was because he was so close to the black in the end zone, he didn't see all that green in front of him. He just saw straight up end zone.
Yeah, he picked that one off a week ago. He saw that one. We have a score out of Mount Enterprise. This is a good one. Mount Enterprise beat Shelbyville 36-35. So you know that one was a barn burner. Point after attempt is up. Point after attempt is good. So the score now, 24, Troup, Rusk, 14. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. We got a good one.
Family Circle of Care is a network of 6 community-based health centers providing affordable health care services to East Texas families. With 4 locations in Tyler, we offer family medicine, pediatrics, OBGYN services, internal medicine, and counseling. Our Jacksonville Health Center brings family medicine, pediatrics, and women's health services to the tomato capital of the world. And we serve our Henderson County neighbors at our Athens Health Center, offering family medicine, pediatrics, and women's health services. With a commitment to meet the needs of the communities we serve, we look forward to working with you as partners in care and are here for you and your family every step of the way. We accept private insurance, Medicaid, Medicare, CHIP, and offer a sliding fee discount for insured and uninsured patients. We serve everyone regardless of ability to pay. As CEO, I welcome you to Family Circle of Care, where compassion, quality, and healthcare come full circle.
We are back at Eagle Stadium on the campus of Rusk High School. Rusk down by 10 now with 4:04 left in the ballgame. Troup with a pick 6 by Hayden Hummel. Finally, he's had 2 opportunities for it. Dropped it that time. He didn't. That was gift wrapped to him.
Yeah, I guess I missed the penalty. But we're kicking again on penalty. So.
Well, I'm sure there was some extracurricular down there somewhere.
No problem.
It was one of those no flags. They've had a couple of those in this ball game. They don't throw a flag, but yet the penalty happens. I haven't seen it. It just happens.
They throw the flag. It's just invisible, you know.
And the kick is up, and the kick is over the head once again. Oh, no, why did you do that? You better grab the ball. Sorry. That was my watching phase. Aiden Barnett takes it. He's passed him to the 20, and there's a flag on the play, and he gets upended. He gets upended.
Extracurriculars.
There is some extracurriculars, and there's a fight down. Oh, there's some punches thrown down at the 5-yard line, and now everybody's getting into it, and we're going to go. Yeah, we don't need to have this, ladies and gentlemen. This is not the reason for high school football. And that is not what we want. And we're going to take a short break. We'll be right back.
Whatever it is you wrangle, whatever seeds you sow, or what you choose to grow, at Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, we're proud to protect all Texans.
Have you sustained a bone, joint, work, or sports injury? Problems with mobility or movement? Suffer with pain? Contact Azalea Orthopedics. Our specialists serve patients across East Texas. For proven, trusted medical care, you have a choice. Demand Azalea.
ejections from both sides. For Rusk, we have 12, 7, 5, 1, and 9. For Troup, 12, 70, 0, and 7. All are ejected from the game. We have a hole, which will be half the distance to the goal and be first down.
Are you saying it?
So we are back, and there was some what I call extracurricular activities, and so we have from Rusk, we have some ejections. Adrian Tumblin, number 1, Jermichael Stearns, number 5, Arthur Hill, number 7, number 9, Trent Byers, and number 12, Braden Taylor. For the Tigers, number 0, Zach Burris, number 7, Lewis Daniels, and number 12, Jackson Waller.
Which number 7 was said first and last. It was said twice, so I don't know if they meant another person or if Lewis Daniels just did something.
Yeah, there's no telling. It was so chaotic down there for just a little
They've been
bit.
talking for a long time, and I believe Coach Wells is out there having a conversation with the referees some more, but this was not a good thing for either team. That was not anything. One of the reasons that we stayed away and that I wanted to turn away is the fans were getting into it, and as they should. You get your children are down there, and as a father, I understand. But we don't take sides at NetSN, and we don't want to condone any of that. That's not what we do. We're here for the kids, and so that's why I went away, and that's kind of why I left it quiet for a little bit. But now that we're about to be back with 4 minutes and 4 seconds left, and they've made their ejections, I wanted you to know who was ejected, because you have a right to know as fans. But now that we're back, they've had penalties, I believe, on both sides. Is that correct? Both sides?
Both sides, which offset.
Yeah.
So the ball's on the 6 yard, right inside the 6 yard line.
Yeah. So we are going to be back on, and Rusk will have it. And I'm not sure who the quarterback is now that Stearns and Hill are out. So I'm going to need you guys to help me out here.
Looked like number 86 for Russ.
I saw 88.
Okay. Yeah, they don't have an 86. So 88, Jackson Warren Davis.
I will say her eyes are a lot younger.
Yeah, that's why I'm using her.
Yes, and I will concur with that one.
And it's an injury timeout, but it looks like the player's trying to get up and walk off.
It's Sean Flood.
Yeah, Sean. That's the second time. He's got a little bum leg, but he's gonna go walk it off, and
He'll go drink some milk.
Rub some dirt on it, and he'll be back on the field here in the next couple of plays. He needs some milk. 3:48 left in the ball game.
I'm gonna have to find that video and watch it again tonight for that. And I thought I saw somebody throw laundry.
Jackson Warren Davis in the backfield. And hands off to Lane. Lane, who survived the debacle. There's a flag. It's going to be a holding penalty, I think. Or actually, it may be a face mask. That's what it's in the area of, possibly, but we will see.
I'm so jealous that they're playing Troop Rhapsody. I'm so sorry.
That's my band girl.
I begged for
Personal
3
foul
years.
on Troup. It's going to be a 15-yard penalty. So a little bit of breathing room there for the Eagles. And that's going to help them with 3:35 left in the ballgame. You know, Claire, you were down there watching Troup march. But I was up here going, I don't have to go watch them in competition this year.
I sure am.
This is the first year in a while I haven't do that.
This is once a Tiger, always a Tiger.
Warren Davis hands off to Lane, and Lane's dropped in the backfield. And And a loss of about 4 on the plays. It'll be second down. And the clock's still running. 3:13 left in the ballgame. Down by 10. So time slowly ticking away for the Eagles. And with an Eagle loss, they'll go to 1-3 on the season. Troup will even at 2 with a win. Hand off the lane, up the middle. Gain of about 4. There's a flag and a little bit more jabbering. And one of the Troup players, Xavier Reggie, got out of there quickly and saying, "I'm not in it." That was funny. He was like, no. But a good job by some of the Troup players to kind of separate, and Eagle players doing the same thing.
Gotta keep them separated.
And
okay, so I think I just got a taste of my own medicine, got tapped on the shoulder, and got a head shake no.
You got dad joked. So it'll be 3rd down and 11 for the Eagles.
Yeah, I mean, they've got to understand these referees are fixing to be tight on this game. They want to get it through without any further extracurriculars.
Right. Yeah, we don't need any more of that in this ball game. And they Xavier Reggie ended up getting a penalty, but so did, I didn't hear who they called for for Troup. So offsetting penalties. I don't really know why they called that. No flags once again were thrown.
Oh, they threw 2.
Yes, they.
Oh, did they? I
two.
didn't see that. I apologize then. Lane on the carry.
Maybe it's just your eyes.
Yeah.
Well, I do have bad eyes.
He did. He threw a flag and his cap. So he ran out of flags, so he started throwing clothing.
I'm glad well, never mind. So that's going to be a 4th down and 9 for Rusk, and 2:30 left in the ball game. They're going to bring out the punt crew as Carlos Gallen will come out. And lo and behold, Bryce Wallum is going to go back to get the return. That's a surprise. Didn't see that one coming.
I thought he was up working on our camera.
I think he is. He just ran down. I think I saw him come down the stairs behind us to run out there for the catch. Good punt. And Wallum's just going to watch it like he's in the stands here. It's going to drop at about the 44. And that's where Troup will have it with 1:55 left. And I am betting.
Hey, there's Andre on the field.
Oh, look at that. They're just going to throw flags for the rest of the ball game. It's going to be the longest 1:55 in the world because they're going to throw flags for if a guy sneezes. And they're on high alert, and I understand it because of what happened. But you got to let them go just a little bit, guys. Come on now. So Van Dorian Horn gets an unsportsmanlike conduct after the play.
And I know they're frustrated, both sides. I would not want to be in the film room.
No, it's going to be tomorrow. And I don't know if they do this anymore. And I've said this a few times, but when you and I played back in the day, Saturday mornings early were rough on a loss.
Yes.
But really rough if you did something dumb like what happened tonight. In that weight room and that running and that dew on the ground, no. Especially if you're in shoulder pads and shorts. Because if it was a bad game, you don't just wear your grays. You wear your shoulder pads and shorts. They're going to kneel it out and end the ball game that way. And they're just going to let the clock run down. 1:34 and counting. Well, that's going to be into that one. And what started off being a really good game, and it actually ended up being a really good game. Russ played a really solid football game here up until about the last 5 minutes of this one, and they just kind of, I don't want to say gave up, but I think they lost wind. I just think they just kind of lost willpower and they lost the wind. They just took the wind out of their sails, so to speak, after that pick six.
Yeah,
It really kind of took it out of them.
that really was kind of a nail there. One thing I would like to point out is Wells and Peary, Wells for Troup and Peary for Rusk came across the line after that last kneel down and actually shook hands. So it's good to see good sportsmanship.
Oh yeah, and these are two well coached teams, and Sitton's good. Coach Wells is a great coach over there at Troup, and they do a great job with their teams and with those young men on both sides, and just really proud of both of their programs. And I'm not going to put what happened on the field today as anything to do with how they're coached or anything like that. So win goes over to Troup, as that's the final score.
I will say
is 24-14. Go ahead.
I will say that was, I believe, my pick for the
Yes. So Jason did pick Troup, and he did win that one. Yes. Now, next week, Troup travels 7 miles down the road to play some little obscure team down there called ARP.
That's the real Tigers.
Who was the Tigers first?
Who
was the Tigers
Them's
first?
Them's fighting words.
Hey, they had the first, but then they learned from their mistakes.
So let's talk about who won last year. Who won last year? Who won the year before that?
Always living in the past. Is that what that is?
Look at the overall.
I don't know, man.
Living in the past.
Hey, I'm from the past.
Hey, it's a new team every year. It can go either way.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, wow. That's just, man.
And it doesn't matter if one team is horrible and the other team's great. When it comes to ARP and Troup, it's just going to be a brawl.
It's going to be a brawl.
And it's always, I'd say, and I've watched the last few years, it's always been fun to watch.
Absolutely.
These two teams, ARP and Troup. And so, but yeah, so Troup is going to head 7 miles down the road and take on ARP. And Rusk, if I can find it, I believe, is going to head, if I remember correctly, let me check it out real quick. Where is the schedule? I had the schedule, guys. Oh, yeah, there it is. Rusk is going to head down to Canton. They'll be at Canton next week. And that's going to be a good game for them. So before we go, I'm going to look up real quick and see if I can get y'all some score updates before we go anywhere and before we sign off. Let's see here. Oh, let's see here. Sorry about that, guys. Don't have a van score yet. We do have a final in Brook Hill. 49, Carlisle 20. That's a final score. This is a barn burner. Fourth quarter, minute 29 left, and this came in literally a minute ago. 24-24, Pleasant Grove, Kilgore. So that's a good one right there. Let's see, Bullard, Liberty Ilo final, 27, Liberty Ilo 24, Bullard. So Bullard falling just short on that one. And let's see, Marshall over Palestine. Last score was at 9:15 at third quarter, 42-7, but I'm pretty sure Marshall took care of that one.
Yeah.
Final for Hawkins. Hawkins loses to Elysian Fields, 39-36.
Shout out to.
And I think I picked Hawkins to win that one.
Hey, I've got to go with EF. Just my boy Brody over there, quarterback, great player. Played with him and against him in baseball. Just a great kid.
I don't have an update in Gilmer-Lindale. The last one I had was a halftime score, so I can't going to give you that one. Let's see. Final, ARP over Sabine, 46-20. They put a spanking on that one. Let's see. Fourth quarter score, 5 minutes left. That came in a minute ago, 45-14. Carthage over Chapel Hill right now. Final, Garrison 28, Lovelady 14. And let's see, 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Well, that's going to be nothing there. That's 9:35. 28-23 was the score at 9:30. Was Center over Dangerfield. And St. Augustine I'm pretty sure, well, it was 28-18 at 9:30. St. Augustine over Pineland West Sabine. Let's see here. In the fourth quarter, it was 37-27. Lufkin leading Tyler High at 9:30. That was the last one we got. Final, we told you that one earlier. Final, Overton 40, Maud 6. Final, Tatum 54, West Rusk 21.
Ouch.
Right? Usually West Rusk is a little bit better than that, but they met a big one.
They graduated a lot last year.
Yeah. Beckville beat Harleton 28-12. That's a final. And let's see. I'm thinking that's going to be the last one I got. So that's it. All right. So that's all I got here from Rusk. Anything else y'all want to contribute before we sign things off? All right. Well, for Jason, intern Claire, and Rob on the camera, we want to thank everybody for watching. We appreciate you guys. And we'll see you next time on NetSN.
Got it? Yes.